NonYa up here first. I'll call her back. Welcome everyone. Welcome, welcome. Hello.
Hello.
We are live. I just have to.
How are you?
Apparently, I have to reset my video. The same thing. The same thing happened to me again today when I started up. It must be that disconnect. I have to time this right. Apparently, I didn't time it right from disconnecting from Discord before I started the stream, so the camera's confused as to where it's supposed to be looking. So I think it locked it up. Hello, Gordon. Welcome.
Gordon. Hey.
Let's see here.
Sorry. I didn't get all the hand signals. I got busy doing I think I pretty much is just gonna let them take over at this point. I mean, really, they know.
Hello, David.
They know what they're doing. I'm gonna trust in myself and my higher power. Damien's?
No, David's here. Gordon's
David.
Here. I'm resetting my camera. She doesn't.
Picked them up right before.
Let's see what's going on.
That's
here.
pretty cool.
Let this catch up, see, so I can see what size I'm at.
You can always give me a call back.
No, I'm perfect. No, I needed it. This is perfect. That'll work.
Do you see what I'm doing with the balls?
Hello, Gemma.
I forgot
Gordon,
the
David,
call.
Gemma. We're just having an all-day celebration, 24 hours. It's NonYa's birthday, and she wants to leave the old behind and bring in the new. And so we're just gonna celebrate her birthday. Well, I do. And so we're gonna spend all day for the next 24 hours just celebrating with NonYa on her time here.
And you?
And me, they keep
You are
putting
coming,
me into
right?
This. I am, but I don't.
No, don't leave me all by myself in this.
I try to stay in the third person, Hello, Gemma.
I'm scared enough.
I think that'll work.
To trust in my.
I had to fix the
Look it.
You got the brass balls, right? With the little Chinese orbitals.
I told you I could do it. I told you I could do it, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
I just needed this.
I wore my flowers today. I wore my birthday shirt.
I wish I could see you.
Well, you can. Can't you see me? No.
Yes, I can.
Well, I mean,
I can now when I close my eyes.
Does the sound good, everyone? Ready to burst into flames. Happy birthday.
See if it works if I flip it.
Oh, 307. That was the time she was born. That's why it was 307. That's all. So 407 East Coast time, but so that's just 307 to roughly 307, maybe a little beyond that. But
well, I was born in Missouri. So it was 307.
Well, yeah, but Gemma was trying to figure out why. Thank you, Gordon. Gemma was trying to figure out why it was 307. So, you know, we just play with things a little bit, act like children sometimes, you know, go with it. The numbers seem to work out for people. You know, everyone uses them for their birth charts and whatnot. Why not? Let's play with it. Let's play with it. We keep
I mean, it seemed to be perfect.
We keep it all upbeat,
you know?
and have a good time and just chill out. And who knows where we'll be? Nothing specific. I got 24 hours to fill the time. I didn't even have time for research today. So I don't know. I was thinking maybe we do some soul regressions along the way. We'll do some. I don't know. We'll do some all kinds of stuff. I want to go slam Mrs. Green Thumb's room at some point because she's like
go raid her.
Yeah, she's like streaming all the time too. She's the only one that streams more than me. So you know, because I just let my living room hang out and we just sit around. Oh, Glenn too. I just sit around and let it hang out and try to have a good time, meet people, and you know, you guys create the conversation. At some point, you know, we'll get the community involved and bring your questions on the video. I know a few of you sent me some stuff. I still need to look at it and check it out before I throw it up on the stream, but we'll get to that. We've got plenty of days ahead. We've got plenty of hours ahead, so hopefully I can do some stuff on the side here when NonYa likes to get going on her talking sometimes, but that gives me an opportunity to get some other things taken care of. But she's gonna do a lot of meditating today. She's not gonna be on chat too often, so I'll try to keep a close eye on that.
I can't be on
I might
chat
not
at all.
actually type too much because of, you
you
know, chain smoking and moving my fingers around. So let's see. Oh, you know what? Kid Cudi's got one that's the prayer. The prayer. That's a good one. I know who you're talking about. I trust your
judgment. Go for it.
No. I was talking to Gordon. Just asking if that was the time tomorrow. Yeah. Yes, on the 7th actually. So we're gonna
307.
We're gonna end. So this is like pre-birth here. This is coming in. You know.
This is after the 49 days.
Yeah.
Of coming to it.
This
is the end part.
She's going through.
And we're gonna do it from 2:30 until about 3:30. It just depends on how long it takes my soul, my love, to get to my cookies that are going to be in front of the camera and into your piece. It could be or a piece of candy or a cracker or whatever you want it to have, and you eat that cracker, and then that goes down into your belly, and my love goes up into your heart and gives you a hug. That's you accepting me in my love to give you a hug. So my love is going to spread to everyone around the world. That's what I plan on doing with my soul. And come into a new me.
It's unusual for us to be on in the afternoon. I'm kind of like a 9 o'clock p.m. and after type of person myself.
Feels like it's later.
So it's like really early. I've had cookies. I've had well, in fact, I'm still having my first cup of coffee, so welcome. Get your coffee. What is it? What do you guys call this? Is this a Tuesday or something like that? A Monday? Tuesday? I think it's a Tuesday in the reality that we currently live in. Well, welcome to Tuesday.
Boy, aren't you coming into yourself?
It's all the cookies. We got smiley faces. We got hearts. We got suns. We got happy birthdays. What is bonus?
Yay!
What is that, Gemma? What is bonus doing? Is this happening now? I don't know what bonus is. Let me go backwards and see. Maybe I missed something.
Probably just saying it's like a bonus.
Oh, what is
ceremony?
No,
along
what
with the
is
show,
bonus
maybe.
doing? Sounds good. Ready to be heard. So yeah.
Trying new stuff.
I'm amazed.
I'm trying new things with the balls. I haven't even got to the beginning of it, and I'm already trying to flip them and
Jeff says, sounds cool. Just checking you guys out. Oh wow, I'm visualizing my love and sending it out to all. And my frequency is going haywire, but it is all good.
Is that right?
Absolutely, it's all good. I've been haywire
Mine's
before.
gone haywire too.
I'm actually pretty mellow today. I had a problem with my hemispheres connecting the other night, and I didn't even do a show. You know how that happens. You get tired. You get tired looking at the blue screen. I'm still working on like I need a sheet or something, don't I? You're all fancy back there, and I've got the toolbox. Here's my Buddha chest. It's a toolbox and a leaf blower.
I don't think I'd be able to do this if my hubby was downstairs cussing in the.
Well, I can't do it inside. I've got Paw Patrol rambling on, and whatever Disney show is, popular at the moment, just blaring. If you shut the door in the room, it reverberates through everything. You know how frequency works. Then, next to the bathroom, you always hear the toilet go. The lid drops. Oh. I know. Well, it hasn't been very nice to get out in the past week. It's pretty much been all rain here in Michigan. It's been cloudy. It's been that vapory mist. It's been very wet. My pathway in here is like a small pond. I did a couple bags of sand, elevate the walkway because it sinks. But
hey, Timothy.
Yeah.
I realized something today while I was messing around with carrying all this stuff down and stuff. Okay. But I remember hitting the location for my videos. I always put hell in my videos.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah.
Like the location. And what state is that in?
Michigan. Hell, Michigan. But I'm not anywhere near that. That's a hell of a place, I'll tell you.
Isn't that up near you though, up north?
It's up in the thumb area. I'm more down in the pelvic region. I'll show you in fact. I said thank you. Yes, thank you. That's great. Yeah. You're always offering such wonderful insight without me even realizing it.
Right. I hear you.
Hand around, I guess it's the wrong side. But we'll get the idea. This is always fun. This is always fun. Yeah, the D2, and it absorbs in the ear too, so I don't need quite as much of it. I can keep my eyes closed and get something I need. Hello to all. Hello, T-Light. Happy birthday, girl. T-Light says. She says, let's do this. DMT from Gordon. I love the DMT idea. We all have a path to take. The goal is that we help each other become the love. Thank you, Gemma. Happy cakes and wishes, and I love. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so here. This is the fake Michigan. You have to invert it like life. You have to turn it around so the thumb is on the right side. Oh, that's too big. So, basically, right here, let's see, what would that be? This would be Toledo over here. Down here, wherever this is, hypertension. Is that Toledo? Toledo's hypertension. Oh, hemorrhoid. Cleveland. So Toledo's in the hemorrhoid section. And this is Monroe, Michigan. That's also a hemorrhoid section. Sounds about up all that area. We've got Detroit over here in the diabetes area. We've got Lansing, Michigan, in the guts, in the intestine area. I guess Ann Arbor would be somewhere along the small intestine. And I'm going to probably be the appendix area. Yes, I am. Grand Rapids would be out here. What is this? The right atrium of the heart. This would be probably Mount Pleasant right here in the stomach. And so since everything's reversed, stuff because some of these change per hand. You know, so I guess I don't know where Michigan would be. I'll put Hell, Michigan in the inflamed pull list. And then, you know, cross the bridge to get to the UP. Railing will be up here in the and stuff. It's fun. It's fun to play with. Good way to look. What do we have? Oh, hey, Damien. Welcome. Oh, no specific religion. This is just she wants to do today, so that's what we're doing. And no, other than that, it's strictly just everything, just truth, nuggets of truth, whatever. It's not sending one thing together. It's just about the love. So yeah, I've got different categories in this. Love. You got cleansings, you got powwows. If I can get it to move here. Tree, candles, faith, all your different religions, and then as it expands, as I add stuff to it, I'll add a category specific to the Bible and to the Quran and to the just different religions around the world. You know, it's for everyone to just look and have a place to just talk and communicate and share their stuff. That's nothing in particular. Just basically to find the fifth element, which is love.
It's always love.
It's just about the love. Always. But you have to find, your own answer in love. We got different areas. You got your elements. You've got your fire, water, earth, automatic writing, bilocation, clear audio, clear cognizance, optical perception, energy healing, psychoscopy, retrocognition, scrying, telekinesis, all the normal stuff. Damien says in Melbourne found a couple of starseeds I'm staying in homeless shelter and experiencing love and life with my beautiful brothers and sisters. Fantastic. Love, super excited about the future, loving all the people here and feeling the love. Yeah, and everyone's talking to each other, so that's beautiful. Welcome everybody. So yeah, just a bunch of, a vast amount of different things. But we wanted to do an experience this time around, a cleansing of the old and bringing in the new. So that's her wish, and what we're going to attempt to make happen here. Have some fun with it, and nothing's set in stone. In fact, most of the stuff I'll have to find throughout the night along the way. So we're just going to sit around and blow up flat tires all night.
I'm sitting here in silence and I'm already dancing.
I know.
You're gonna have to tell me whenever the music stops.
I'm still getting into my coffee, to be honest with you.
I can't even hear music.
Well, that's good. It sounds very low. It sounds very low. Yeah.
No, I'm just gonna be doing this blindfolded. I have to trust in myself. Totally. I'm gonna have to trust myself.
What happened
it's gonna be wild.
This morning she got up and she wrapped her computer around her toe, and she bent the insert, so now she's limited on her devices, so I have to reach out to her and listen to her balls clink. She's getting better though. She couldn't even do that the first time. practicing?
I only done it one time. No, I had never practiced after. I never practiced. That was the first time I picked them up was that day, and then I just picked them up just a while ago.
Cleopatra.
I can do it. I mean, it's coming. The start to trusting in myself. I have to do this because I'm gonna be dancing to music I can't even hear. Tim,
I can hear.
You realize that?
I like the sound of the music. I'm gonna just do.
I can't hear nothing. All I can hear is you talking.
I'm gonna do. This is what a sheet of plywood looks like when it's dancing. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be under pressure with all the people in chat. No, just kidding.
It's going to be interesting watching somebody trust in themselves and what they're doing.
Thank you, Cleopatra. Cleo clear, interesting. This is from T-Light. Patra being stone, so clear stone equaling the diamond, which would be carbon. I like that. In fact, yeah, I'm gonna save that. I like that. I sure do. I'll do it from the other computer because the streams are low enough on this. It's just because that's why I stream it, because there's other people using it, so hopefully it's not terrible. I like that. I want to put that over in Discord. Thank you.
Just talk real slow, like.
Oh, I could be the tortoise. I can be a tortoise. Oh, boom, 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 boom.
Well, I'll be.
Yeah, and that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Yeah, share with the people and you know, share that information. And then at some point, you know, the interesting stuff I dump into relevant chat rooms or the relevant locations. You know, because each location has its own chat room. And talk about it. You can move stuff to any chat room you want. I don't care. I dump all kinds of stuff on the front page, and eventually I put it in the room. But I kind of close those up so that way you can just get the information with all the chat in there, and then there's other chat rooms you can talk in. But yeah, have fun with it. Put your stuff that you don't want to share down. It's about everybody's experience, everybody's knowing, everybody's way of looking at the coming future, your reality, your beliefs, your God that's in your heart that you speak with, the one that you know is the right one. That's where it's in your heart. It's the fifth element. All the other elements surround the heart. You know, the earth, air, water, fire, and the heart's in the middle, holding all those together. And without the heart, those pieces fall away. They become dystopian.
Aww.
See, like, okay, I'm really. Let's see here.
We can't have that.
I never heard that either, says Gemma. There's more. T-Light says, I had to find the info, skimmed it, but it was amazing. Gemma says I had a flat-out conversation with what I believe is my higher self about something today. I'm beginning to feel her. Yes, her, him. You know, it's not a specific sex just per se. You know, like, you know, it's God is a man or God is, you know, it's in your heart. So I'm not gonna, you know, I don't have that problem. I can see it in either perspective. I can see it also in many variations of one being many fractures as well. In fact, when you say your higher self, when you got your crown chakra, and then you reach into the father chakra, is what they call it, the mother chakra, the navel, and it becomes quite interesting because you say father above, and the next chakra up is really the father chakra. If you were looking at chakra points, field of study. Where is that chart? I have a chart here. Here we go. I have all kinds of fun little gadgets and charts, and this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Just general information. Flat out conversation. Yes, it was the lesson I carved, and I was suddenly amazing. Says T Light. And Gemma's gonna read it. And super cool. Imagine myself. This is Gordon attached to my star. Right on. Planets are alive. Stars are alive. It's the internal organs of the higher organism. In a way of looking at it. Different planets being kind of different organs, different beings being parts of the lymph system, or the white blood, you know, the white blood cells, the red blood cells, all that bewilderment. There's many ways to look at it, and that's what I find it completely interesting, is how so many things correlate with each other. And because everything initially or truly is a theory. It's all just a theory. They consider this above your crown, they consider this the father chakra. And that's why I think it gets, and it's also the ox, or in Hebrew it would be the letter A, or well, it would be the ox still, but in English it's the letter A. Because A, if you turn it upside down, if you turn an A upside down, it becomes the horns and the crown of the head. So we just inverted it in the United States, or in English, and made it the A, but the A was the ox. And then they call it the father, or the Abba. And so this is why we say the father above. And you have this one, this Chiron, this higher heart, is directly above the heart chakra. So there is this sensation that many people get, like a fluttering feeling in their upper chest, and that's usually this area activating, connected to the different planets. And then so this chakra right here, the sacral, and what's it connected to? It's connected to the moon and Venus, which is also connected to the heart. Well, this is considered the essence you get from your mother when you come into the womb, and the same being with the father above. And then at the end of life, shrink this down a little bit, some more I suppose. At the end of it, the father chakra comes down to the heart, and the navel chakra comes up into the heart, and then that's when they say the soul is released, is after several days, because it's a several day process for your soul to release from the body. While the physical stops at, we consider at the breathing and the heart, the spiritual body, the essence, the soul, is slowly departing through many phases. And that's what I'm going to kind of discuss today. I've got several articles. I'm going to go back and forth, several different what do you call them, gurus, shamans, their perspective on all their research and teaching. So it brings another understanding to the realm, and that's what I want to do with all this, is just kind of throw a bunch of rocks out there and let everyone pick them up and find the one they like, right? But along the way, there's some information that we can learn too. So these come together, and then that's what they say is the drip of blood from the nose after the body has sat there for a bit, or through the orifice of the pelvic area, you'll release a clear fluid, and that's when those two, the father and mother, come back together in the heart, and it releases the soul, because you know they're with you from your entire creation until you leave this life.
Is that the reason why I was goobering?
Well,
those two times?
Perhaps.
I mean, seriously, because
I
I was wondering what that was about. Because it almost felt like I was kind of startled by black goo was going to come, and it did seem kind of weird that it was just a gobs of spit, like goobers. It was weird. It was just straight up weird. It felt weird too.
Okay, I see the link now. Your phone's a little cutting out today, but I got most of it.
I mean, I was doing that where I was throwing up gobs of spit, like goobers.
There's many aspects, so let's see, what was this one?
What can I
It'll just take a minute to. I'm there, but your phone is. It must be the weather there today. It's cutting out a little bit, like when you go too far from when you get up in the attic where it doesn't.
How's that?
That's better. There we go. Excuse me. Yeah, I got frogs in my throat too. So this is the wheel of life. A little more. This one's a little more. It has a little more detail, I guess. I just want to. You see, so you've got the south. You have to turn. So you got the south, the north, the east, the west. With your planets: Mercury, Saturn, Venus, Neptune, Pluto, Uranus, and Jupiter. I know Jupiter's wisdom. Each one of the planets represent a metal. The seven council fires in the middle, which is this is where I put it though. I put you know, you've got your what is that? The whirlwind. You've got the white, red, yellow, black. The different creations, and I'm going to blow this up. I'm going to put it on the site. There's a thumb now, but it's really too small to look at. But you can spend quite a bit of time looking at this and come to some real. Yeah. Well, I'm in there with a larger. Yes, I'll take care of that. Yes, T-light. Form, it's way up the list. I have to put it in the right. Hard for me to see. I have the same problem, but I have to bring them into the editor here, blow them up, and then I'll put them back on Discord. Oh, I think I ran out of music.
I don't know. Is this any better?
No, you're fine. You were fine the other. Oh, this is where it was. I came up with the awe. You know, you're not supposed to have awe, AWE, awe and everything, but then we say amen, ra, oh my God, you know.
Well, you don't answer me. I'm asking if you can hear me.
Yes, I said yes.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
I couldn't hear. Oh.
Well, it's just.
It keeps buffering on my end.
The stream, yeah, I know. I have to close this out. I should use it while I'm on there specifically because it slows the stream down. Well, I can also shut this off. And that'll help because I've got the other unit.
But yeah, I remember coming up with that and thinking about it. I thought it was odd because I started talking about how words deceive you, and I wonder if the words that I'm stumbling are bad words, like I'm not supposed to be saying them, and that's why I'm having trouble with all these smaller words, you know, that I just can't pronounce anymore. I used to be able to pronounce them, and now I can't. I wonder if those are traps, and I'm having trouble reading them because I see them for what they are, and I'm not wanting to read them and put myself in that trap again. And then I start the awe, like amen. And we came up with like a little eureka moment.
I know. I was going to make a chart on that too because it's pretty interesting how if you put all the 4 elements, you know, in their own circle, because you've got each direction, and you bring those circles together, the 4, there's still that center point, which would be your love. That would be your 5th element, and it seems to make sense. So that's where you get your figure 8, because you have the old world, the new world. You have a 27,000 year cycle to get around each, and in the center you have the heart, and then in either direction, north or south, you would have the number 9 or the number 6, which is a pathway either to the positive or to the negative. And so you would get all your 4 elements and the love, the 5th element in the middle. And everyone says they can hear us fine, so that's good. pick up the pace a little bit here for a minute. This guy's this young gentleman is amazing. He can multitask. Fingers Mitchell Cohen. Gordon, I've been thinking lately you should be happier. I'm actually pretty happy. I enjoy it.
I enjoy the love too, but to go through this in front of camera, I'm kind of.
Oh, it's a little, yeah. I mean, because you're putting yourself out there. Not many people are willing to put themselves in
Especially
front
now
of a
that
camera and take criticism. It's easy to hide behind the screen and just talk like I am. This gentleman's awesome. I have to turn it up. So we're going to listen to a couple minutes here. Well, 5.
What?
Here's Mitchell.
Is it meditation or music?
Oh yeah, didgeridoo and the guitar.
I'm still having trouble with reading mine. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, fingers with the tones. Yeah, I can hear you fine. fantastic talent. People just have such amazing talent.
My name's Mitch Cullen, also known as Fingers. And yeah, I'm just from Albany.
That's more music as well, but
you know what that is.
That's quite a talent just to re-breathe in one of those, because you have to breathe in and out at the same time on those didgeridoos. So that's not an easy task by any means.
I don't know what that is.
I know. I got you. I like this guy too.
Not like harmonica or something?
No, it's that long stick with a hole in it that makes that deep reverb sound. I can't. I smoke too much to do that. I'm trying to. Yeah, see, the string strength is clearing up. Took my screen off for a minute. They must be changing channels in the house.
I'm hungry.
Well, you can eat soon enough.
Can't eat until tomorrow.
Well, it's only hours.
That's not soon enough.
It's only you know, you committed to it. It's something you wanted to do. We'll follow through with it, and you know, I'll support you through the process as best I can. I mean, I don't know everything, obviously, and I'm going to learn it tonight as we go along. I'm going to read it myself.
You know it.
I know it. I know it. I know it by feel. But you know, I want to, you know, try to share some information as we go. We're going to do this for a lot of
things. If I can stand up here and dance without any music, then you can certainly do this. Whenever it comes time. I mean, I don't know whenever that's coming.
Hestic, yes. Do you know it, Gordon? You know him? Yeah, yeah, that thing. Diggity doo. Diggity doo is what I'll call it. It's like the kazoo. I've got a link here I can snag. Yeah, fasting definitely changes the way you feel things. It makes you much closer. Where is that? Foundations, music. It's in the music section. No, it's in the dump file. I have a bunch of stuff in the dump file I have to add to the categories, but we've been like... I didn't have any time between yesterday's stream and the one before, and this one. And
well, we were enjoying our birthdays.
Yeah. Yeah, I had one of those too.
Yeah. We sure did. 5 days before mine.
Oh,
5.
I guess it's already down there.
And number 1 is 6. So there's my 6 again. You know, for one soul. One soul is all. Did I say that loud enough?
Well, yeah, it put out, of course.
I just said that we're all one, and you know, 5, you were born 5 days before me, and you had that one soul. That's, there you go with the 6 again.
Right.
I just like finding this stuff. I think it's so neat.
I have to. Why is this over here? I need to put this over here so I can throw it on YouTube. Sorry, sometimes I start leaning into the computer so close. Oh, you can't see me anyway. I'm sorry. I forgot all about that. Sometimes it helps the stream cutting off it.
You know, looking at all this stuff, I had no idea of all these different cultures. I have a newfound respect. Let me switch headsets. Jesus.
Well, you don't have to.
This is bogus, man. I wish they quit messing with me. And let's let me have my birthday. Jeez.
Let's see, paste.
Alright, how's that?
You're good.
I had to put these stupid things in and hurt my ears again. I was hoping I wouldn't have to. Of course. I was just saying that it's nice to find out all about these other cultures that are out there that I never really, you know, because life is life. You know, you have kids and you have to learn. And the one thing that I should have learned was this, you know, I should have learned this like in kindergarten, first grade, second grade. I mean, all this should have been simple stuff that I should have learned preschool even.
It's never too late. I spent 20 years as a tortoise just moping around the YouTubers. And I tripped over a few good ideas along the way.
I'm eating.
You know, I got all my smarts from someone else too. I mean, we all get them from someone else. We get a piece of everything from someone else. We can't do this individually. I don't know all the answers. I'm still looking myself, but I have fun along the way. I enjoy consuming encyclopedias. I used to do that for fun as a child before we had the internet. Start with A, and you know, I jump around, I skip. You know, it's like reading the Bible. You just open it up here. Oh, I'll read that passage, or you know, something else. The Book of the Dead. Oh, that passage that goes good with today. You know, it varies. You know, there's some amazing stuff in everything.
Well, things that I'm doing really shook me from the inside. It wasn't something that, oh, I like it. No, it shook me from the inside. That's what I felt whenever I came across something that was real to me. The whole Tibetan Book of the Dead ceremony that I found, all that, it came from resonation from inside. It didn't just come from, oh, I like that, you know, that resonates with me. No, you could really feel it shaking, like your whole core. Like my whole core was shaking inside whenever I heard certain things. Whenever I seen the mantis and all that, I mean, I knew that it was real. Because I lived these things before. It's like those balls. I know I can do it. I knew I could do it. I just needed to stop and put myself there. I'm still having trouble with doing that, of course. You know, you got to practice that stuff. Just like with meditation. You can't just get it the first time.
Oh, true. Oh, yeah, very true. Especially with the meditation. You know.
Well, it's very true that you can do something. You know, you got to try it out and keep on it, but you'll find that it's easier than everything else that you ever try to learn because you already know it. Kind of like the balls.
Well, there's that the Arrowhead thing again. 6,000 pages of online information about psychoactive drugs, plants, chemicals, and technologies, including ethogens, psychedelics, new psychoactive substances, research chemicals, and stimulants, and depressants. And then the Tesla thing. All stuff I haven't gotten to yet. I have a whole list of stuff I haven't gotten to. But we have like, I don't know, we have a few days to get to it, so I'm not worried. We stream a lot. Sometimes it's just, you know, me staring at the computer. What about you?
Huh?
What about you? How are them sunflower seeds? Sounds like you're burning through some wood over there.
I'm eating my dinner. That's all I had all day. Besides last night, I had one cookie.
That's awesome. Happy birthday.
Hey. I like your birthday a lot.
It's my party and I'll do what I want to.
I like the whole Buddhahood, man.
The Buddhahood.
That was
I like saying Buddha love. I can't get the right texture, the tone for the hood. That it doesn't flow out of me like that.
Buddhahood.
Yeah. See, I get a reverberation that doesn't quite work. But I could say Buddha love, and even that's a little squelchy.
Probably because you have that Canadian twang.
Right. It's the nasal thing. Everyone above Lake Erie has a constant sinus infection.
Spare a little of your imagination as you watch this film as it runs.
That's how it works.
Oh, I thought it would be just from the water in a cold, you know, the lake.
Well, but it's nasally. Everyone's always nasally. You get over in Boston and you know, hey.
You will see continents
I can't even do it. It's even higher pitched nasally than I am.
Coming into existence.
It just happens. It's the territories, man. It's the locations.
Atomic explosions,
the air.
The way you evolved.
The way you evolved.
Watch it before your eyes.
The
passage of the
airplanes.
noseway.
The airplanes. The light bulbs.
Solely.
All kinds of things.
Completely to sound.
Mostly sound. Sound is
the factor which holds it together.
Because you all are light. All are light. Even your animals, your pets, your insects, your
in the beginning was the word.
Trees, everything's got a.
The word was God.
It's got light within it in order to take form.
This is how the world began.
So just treat everything kindly. And things will in turn treat you kindly. That's why I'm very reserved. I can be very outspoken, but I can be reserved at the same time. I try to be most of the time. I have my moments. We all do.
Well, I always thought of plants and things like that. You know, if they're drinking water, you know, they're taking in the sunlight, the vitamins from the sun. You know, they're growing, they breathe. So they're being to me.
We can also
some
use
sort
of different shaped plate. Here we have a triangular plate.
I would think that, you know, a person that, you know, took advantage of that would probably turn into that in the next life.
A rather more complicated figure.
The whole, you know, thing about you create what you are. I don't know.
I'm looking at Gemma's comment here. She says, I don't know, it's a little backwards, I think, but you guys wouldn't believe what we just saw outside. I think it was well, I think it means you wouldn't believe what we just saw outside. It was amazing type thing. She's got a video. Have to send it to herself and figure out how to okay, I'd be interested. I'll take a look at it. It's the other ones that
I could see.
Likewise on a steel plate is also
maybe I can get off and go look.
Well, it's not up yet. Apparently it's something that just happened like today. Huge.
Like put you off to the side, you know.
Here she says there's something. I put it up.
And takes up circular shape.
Said turn around. And I did, and outside was a huge Borangi sky to the west. Dark orange. Maybe it's dark orange. Sky to the west. Oh my gosh, now that I can read. That I can read.
Transition to a mobile flowing phase.
And red piano to the east. And a huge triple halo rainbow.
And back again to the figure.
It must have been dark orange sky to the west and a red piano to the east.
The solar figures represent stationary waves.
But the triple halo rainbow is interesting. Then we go out front and two suns. Really. One orange, one deep gold, and now the skies are purple. Oh my god. Wow. I can't see it.
Nothing happening here.
I haven't seen anything for 2 weeks. It's been overcast. It's completely
overcast.
It's been
that's the way it is here.
Straight. There's nothing to look at for me. It's just dim, but it's you know 50
Me
degrees.
too. Look, this is what it is.
I don't know. I'm gonna look right now.
Cloudy.
I'm sure.
A little bit of rain coming.
I don't hear any rain, but
You can see it evaporating. I don't know if you can see that. The rain is evaporating from the river there.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it looks like
Water
the sky.
is.
Oh, that is the sky. That's not the river. Yeah, it's just overcast. I've got 6 inches of water in front of the door. I have to jump over because it sinks after so many rains. You know, you walk. It's like your driveway. You walk over it so many times. You create a gully. So all the water hits that low spot right where I walk, but I still walk around it. This is in Philly, huh? Got both ends round.
Well, like I said, I'm in Missouri, and I just showed you my sky. I don't see nothing but clouds, like you.
Yeah, so there's gonna rain again from the looks of it.
And I am west of her.
She says, this is T-Light talking. I saw the two suns peeking through the clouds the other day also. Took some pics, and it had the rainbow around the smaller one.
Wow.
And,
I wish I could see it, at least somewhat here. All I see is clouds, day long.
Yeah, there's been a lot of that. I'm working on, I want to get some kind of like strobe light like NonYa uses so I can have a little bit of color in here. And at least, you know, give you guys something to look at besides my... I tried to wear something bright and flowery today. I pulled out my Caribbean cruise shirts, you know, from Goodwill. And that's what I'm wearing today. I have a red one too.
Hey, I got my stuff for free.
Well, the Goodwill's close to free.
Oh, I'm...
And yet, the extraordinary things we see here are simply and
It was already on the rack. It was easier to find. Gemma says no. This was standing inside a kaleidoscope near Philly. Philly. I can't. I'm thinking of Philly cheese now. I used to love that on a hamburger. I can't wait to get in to YouTube. My camera doesn't work. Not West 30 minutes.
I love it in chicken spinach. That's what I want. Just chicken and spinach filled with, or chicken filled with spinach and Philadelphia cheese. Mmm.
Oh yeah, that was good. We used to go to those. I would work in different cities throughout the process of doing all my business. You know, we wrecked buildings in different cities, and well, anyway, we would always go to the bars at lunchtime because they had the best hamburgers, and this one place had the best deep fried mushrooms. Oh, I would just $5 a plate, but I would just scarf those up. And
now some wave fields where there was nothing before.
That's been a time.
Where there was previously sand,
I remember though, those were good.
There is nothing.
I mean, they were big old fat mushrooms.
The dynamic phase has become the static phase.
We love, yeah, my Don Ho shirt. That's a perfect, yeah, that's what NonYa was saying. Oh, it looks like you just go from Hawaii. I said, aloha, aloha. Chill, hey, Chill's in the house, NonYa.
Here again,
Mr. Glenn, welcome.
We'll be tuning in tonight. We're going to raid your butt.
Yeah, we're just going to raid you and a couple other people. We're up for 24 hours, you know, so we're going to just take a walk around the blocks and see what was going on. We can only talk to each other, so, you know, for so long, continuously. This is a new experience for me trying to go 24 hours. I'll do 6, you know, 8, no problem.
New experience for you. I'm the one that has to stand here and dance to no music and know whenever it stops. Trust in myself.
Glenn says,
that's crazy.
Hello, NonYa. Everyone, peace, love, and joy. Spread it. If you are unfamiliar with Glenn's channel, I highly recommend it. He is a wonderful flute.
Oh, you're missing out.
And then this is the only person I know that has this incredible game show. Oh, come on.
Chill wheel. Chill wheel.
Chill wheel. Chill wheel. I didn't say it right. It's still not right. Anyway, we'll find out. I'm sure he's... Oh, Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday. He's not going up today. It'll be tomorrow. Well, we'll be up tomorrow, I'm sure.
Oh.
Even after we quit this show, I'm sure we'll come back up that night. She's persistent.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
We'll do live stream before this stream.
Yeah, just for like 40, 20, 30 minutes or something. Just to, touch base. Because of I broke my computer.
Thank you, Glenn. Thank you, everyone.
Which are specifically formed in the
Yeah.
And I couldn't email soft-spoken to ask her about the feast tomorrow.
I haven't seen her yet.
Eddies,
Oh, I love the
defined
mushrooms.
in rheology, but vibratory eddies, with the members of
So hopefully she'll show up, sometime within 20 minutes without. It's all by chance anyway. I mean, we're doing this blindfolded. I don't know the positions. And
See up close. It
Yeah.
is fun. It is fun. And
very fun.
I like adding something that shouldn't be there into it. 789.
You do too?
Yeah. I know it's completely wrong, but I'm gonna say it.
My butt is hard. That's why I usually do something like that. It'll fit.
Right. He had one couple weeks ago. It was just like I had every word. It was the one that we had every word. Everyone had every word, but the last there was three. It was 3 letters. It was a 3-letter word. Was it R? I think it was the word R. A-R-E. And because the R was in the middle, it threw everyone off. I don't remember. It was great though.
Good old time. Go back to your childhood, whenever you used to play charades and all that. It's what that's like.
a plasticizable substance is always
Aids, he raids other channels. People in his room. That's always fun.
Jiggled round, but gradually proper spherical shapes are formed, created by nothing more.
So you can't hear me?
than the
Or you can't hear the channel at all?
No.
So I can play London Bridges and it'll be alright? No.
I probably won't laugh because I can't see it. I can imagine how I laugh.
She tripped over her
'Cause now I
computer cord
imagine
today. So now she's limited just to her phone, and so she can't really see chat, and she's just, she's doing her best.
I can't see nothing.
She's doing her best.
I can hear nothing. I can just hear Timothy here.
Inspirational Touch is here. Hello. Welcome.
Yay.
How is it? How is your day going? Yeah, those are pretty loud. It's amazing
My day
how I
has
can
been,
pick...
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
You asked how was my day.
Sure.
Right, she asked how was my day. Very nerve-wracking. Wondering how I'm going to do this without any sound.
They can do.
Now I'm starting to get stage fright. Before it was the end, now it's stage fright. Because now I got to perform something that I don't even know what I'm doing. I really don't know what I'm doing now.
Well,
Trusting myself even further. I mean, that's really where it's at. And that's how to know whenever a song stops or know whenever the next beat is without hearing it. It's gonna be interesting to watch somebody dancing. It's gonna be funny.
I don't know how you do it.
Let's see if I can do
I
it.
have to have a beat.
I don't know yet. I haven't tried it. I guess we'll do that whenever you find a ceremonial, like chant, meditational chant. And then we have a power. That's whenever that would
I
happen.
always like learning things right on the fly.
I always did
It's
too.
good for you. It gets the blood flowing, you know.
This is all about you trusting in yourself, and that's difficult, you know.
It's really kind of. But
It is. It's very difficult.
I find you say, I know I can, instead of I think I can, it works out a lot better. I know I can,
Okay.
I know I can. I've got this. We got this. We got this handled. We've got guidance. Hi Brian, how are you today? I'm just
I just let the guides.
Wonderful today.
Don't know when.
Oh, this is perfect.
What it is?
Oh, just thank you.
You're so loving and awesome.
Oh, thank you. You're so kind. Your words.
Everything owes
I appreciate what you're doing.
solely.
Slippin's here. Hello, Slippin. Hello, Brian.
Hey!
Doing well. Thank you. Thank you.
Brian,
Brian's
Slippin.
doing well. Inspirational touch
All
seems
right.
to be doing well. Glenn's doing well. I think Gordon's probably still around. And we got Chief Light. And thank you all. Thank you, everyone. Don't feel like
Yes, spread your love to the next person.
Gemma, and it's fantastic having more than 3 names in the house. Usually it's just me and her talking and one other person watching.
Well, we're in the middle of the day, too. It's different.
Flipping. Oh,
And two,
flipping.
this is the first time
Boyd,
I
where's
ever asked
Boyd?
for anything.
Where's Boyd at now? And then Crystal Keith is missing. Sugar's missing.
They'll be here later. They're probably at work.
Oh yeah, they do.
They're going
They
to work.
everyone. This is early for us. We don't usually come on before
Yeah.
9-10 o'clock, and it's usually like 1 in the morning. And
They'll
'cause,
be
you
here
know,
at some point.
9 o'clock's a busy hour for a lot of live streams. It's like prime time on YouTube. You know.
I don't know.
No, it's
Yeah.
a lot of people stream around 9, and because everyone's
I'll
home,
bring
they
it
get
to work.
relaxed, they get the kids in bed, they,
Put in the earbud.
they're ready
You
to
know, they're
just chill
yelling
out
at me
and
for
do their
having
own
an
thing.
earbud. They'll be like, "Well, I'm just trying to listen to instructions. I have to have this. This is my religion."
Well, we'll make the best of this and enjoy ourselves along the way. I learn new stuff every day, just from hanging out with all of you. It's a party now. Heck yeah. I don't have a flute yet. Hey, I do have a grounding rod. I have a piece of earth, so I'm good. I've got my spices, and of
You
course,
got your able.
and I've got my tobacco. So it's a party now.
I got my cane.
I love them. I love the animals. The animals are awesome. I'm gonna let the stream catch up for a minute on the Wi-Fi without the camera here. You're still up. No. Because sometimes as it's feeding through, I shut the camera off, I noticed it picks up the signal a little better. It gets the back catch up.
What, you want me to turn it off?
No, yours is fine. Because we're running
Okay.
2 systems to do this. Hogs up. It has to catch up on then. Oh, yeah, we just. I thought I'd throw in some cats and dogs.
Is this too loud?
No, we're fine.
Okay.
Inspirational
It sounds
says you
really
guys
loud in my head.
That video
Oh,
you're
you
playing
guys
now,
are
you
awesome.
should post a link to it for everyone. It's so awesome. Hey, I did. I thought, didn't I put that?
The kitty?
Oh yeah, yeah. The cymatics one is just above you, Glenn. It says it's Nigel John Stanford cymatics. So yeah, it's right above you. Thank you, thank you. Brian says he likes his emojis.
Emojis make me believe in reality again.
I'm gonna have to get another cup of coffee, to be honest with you.
Oh.
I'm at that point where I got like a 1/4 inch in the bottom. I've been sipping that just to have something to wet my throat because I don't usually talk this much. But when we're streaming, you kind of have to keep a conversation going. I do a lot of mumbling when I'm not on stream. Like we just run to each other when we're getting ready for a show. Kind of like seals. It's probably best I'm not on camera when I'm doing that. Yeah, gotta love the animals.
I do.
I know you do. What am I? So many things. So that's up there. That link's up there. I try to put all the links in the YouTube thing. That's why I go back and forth on the units here. And then I get sidetracked, and that's what I'm doing now is working on the other computer. So kind of talking to you, not really paying attention to the chat, but kind of looking back and forth so I can see it. Anyway, it doesn't. You don't need to know. It doesn't affect you. I'm just clearing the dead air. Dead air, dead air. What, let's see, what can we talk about, NonYa? You
I don't know.
want to talk about?
Like what?
I don't know, we always have a lot to talk about.
Not always.
Well,
I don't know what to talk about anymore. I just talk about love.
Well, sure, yeah. What do you think
I love
about
talking
love?
about love, baby.
What do you think about love?
Yeah. The Buddha hood.
Neon's here. Hello. Butterflies, I am here. Howdy, howdy, howdy. I really like it better when you have visuals on chat.
I know. I'm sorry.
What are we gonna?
I got passionate about something.
What I can do. I know what I can do. I can do. No, I can't do that. You want me to put a chat box up on the screen?
I would
You can't do anything with it.
see my.
You would see yourself.
That's all I can see.
Yeah.
I see a black box, a big black box, and then a little black box. That's all I see.
Well, here's what you do.
I can't hear anything.
You got taken out.
I won. It wasn't in the cards. I don't think I'm supposed to. I think I'm just supposed to go with it.
That's fine. You just
Hey,
go with it.
just
I'm
go
not
with
going
it.
anywhere
Trust
yet.
in yourself. Trust
Ask
in your
her
guide.
about her favorite past birthday ever, T-Light says. What was your most
is.
favorite past birthday? Or current?
This is this right here.
Incredible. Incredible. She's spending it with us. Her favorite birthday.
Yes.
Hey, thank you, Neon.
This is it. This is what I waited my whole life for.
She says.
Right here.
Neon Butterfly says happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Emoji cakes. There's lots of hearts and loves and butterflies and cakes and champagne bottles and
I get it all.
yes, a little bit of
That's
everything.
wonderful.
You know, there's I don't know if you know, there's at least according to YouTube, there's 7 people with us. I'm one of them.
7.
Oh yeah, 7. That's your number, yeah. There you go. We couldn't have any more in the house, I guess. We'll have to hold it right there. No more in the door. Gotta keep it at 7 only. We got dancing girls from Inspirational Touch. Senoritas. Tuck, 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 tuck. You know how that goes. Oh, you missed that when the camera's not on. You are loved, NonYa from T-Light.
Oh, you are too.
That's all it's about. It's just about, you know,
I mean, I can feel everybody there. I mean, I can feel all the beings. I'm putting myself there. I don't think I'm strong enough. Like, you know, I think I'm doubting myself again. I think it's because I didn't practice this morning on it. Whenever I got up, I didn't really practice too much with the whole putting myself there. So let me try. Too hard. Just set it out there.
Hopefully I tried the mic, tried to catch that cough.
Here's my love to everybody.
More birthday cakes from Glenn. Wow, fantastic. Oh, Brian says I gotta run. I'll be back in a bit. Leave room for another.
Well, wait, Brian.
Right, Brian.
Wait, Brian. I'm giving you hugs. I'm giving you hugs. Wait. I'm trying to connect here. Wait.
No, he's already walked out the door. I seen him running. Pick up. You dropped the car keys, darn
He
it.
didn't want my love. He didn't want my love.
The love.
Well, darn. Wonder why.
It's caught up again.
Anyway.
The stream strength is up again. See, it's amazing how that works. So I just click it on and off it every now and then it seems to catch up. I went through the whole computer. I high-tuned everything. Everything's at premium, but YouTube still goes slow. So I've learned that while YouTube and the person whose, you know, channel it is gets the credit for the stuff, I don't get the commercials on Discord, and I don't get the slow reaction time that I do from YouTube. So it's kind of a nice combination. And then you can still talk and have something going on and have some visual background going on. So it's something different. It's just something I'm playing with. It seems to work out pretty good because I can put 1,000 things up for a show, and even if I can get to all of them, I at least have a variety of things I can jump to without having to search through them during a show, which may help some of you to create your channels and do some things that you want to do over there. Because you can certainly use the page in the background if you're a member, or create your own. And I always highly recommend creating your own inspiration, your own love, your own journey, and sharing that story and bringing others in to share it with you. So I highly recommend everyone start their own, you know, creation and bring your special gift into it.
Create.
Brian's got ears on the back of his head. I know. It looks funny on me too. The ears in the back. They're like little butterfly wings. You act at ease right now. You at ease.
What?
You look very at ease.
Me?
Yes.
Well, I'm giving everybody hugs in the chat room.
Oh, very good. Hugs going on all over the place.
Yeah.
The inspirational throws up some an ear and some smiley faces.
Takes concentration to put yourself somewhere, you know.
I know. Here, let me help concentrate.
Takes you to focus and
I'll
center.
Stop for a minute. I'll stop for a minute.
No, I can do it with you talking now. That's the ease part. I can do it now. I just need to concentrate on it, you know, like setting it out there without pushing, because you're not supposed to push. You're supposed to set it, and sometimes you know you get the tendency to push it.
Thank you, Brian.
Oh, he did stay.
Well, you know, he can't. He's like halfway out the door right now, but he'll be back.
I was there, so if he was there, I was there. I don't know who I'm hugging. I can't really tell the difference between people.
Hug. I guess I could write that in there, you know.
I mean, the only person I can really differentiate is Damien.
Spread some sigil love here.
And the only reason why I could do that is because I talked to him over the phone and I seen him and I connected, you know.
Oh, Max
So
Vision's in the house. Hello, Max.
Hey!
Welcome, buddy. Everybody. Good evening. Yep. NonYa's
Is it 7 again?
24-hour celebration. Is it what?
Is it 7 again?
Yes, it is. There's 7 in the house again.
Right on.
You know,
like
7's
that.
her lucky number, so we're not letting any more
Well,
in
it's
this.
not a lucky
we're not
number.
letting any more in
It's
this.
my birthday number.
We're at 8. We're at 8. Now we're at division. Now we got the new Earth and the old Earth.
It'll change into something magical.
But soon we'll find 9, and we'll find our way out of here, just in time.
Sure thing, boss.
We get back to 10, we're going to start all over again. 11 will bring you some change. Never know which wind will blow it away. So it's so very nice to see everyone here.
Yeah, I was just talking about that, you know, like, I don't know what to expect. I'm going to expect one thing and it's going to come out to be another. Like every time I expect something, it's totally different with this. You know what I mean?
I've been experiencing that.
Crazy.
Wow, the
I can't wait to see what's going to come.
Full of hearts. It's your birthday today. Yeah, well, it's the 7th. Her birthday's tomorrow at officially 3:07 tomorrow.
I had to collide on your birth
she's
time.
Like 27.
You're born 11/11, right?
11/2, but that's 2/1. That's 4 1s, yeah.
Well, yeah, yeah.
And
so I wanted to make sure that I was in the AM or the PM with you, and then my birthday came. You know what I mean?
Yes. I absolutely do. I'm sorry.
Because I think it's ironic that your birthday is 5 days before mine.
I think it's ironic that you're 5 days after me. Or are you before me?
And then you add the 1, you know, the 1 soul, you know, you add that 1 to the 5 and that's 6. And there's my 6 again. I just think that's amazing. I mean, I know 7 is a special number because it is my birthday, but it's always been 3, 6, and 9 with me. It's never been anything else.
7 is, like most people like the 7. If you take that 7 and you well, you got them together, you invert them, you know, it gets you your, well, if you go one way, you get the rectangle, and if you go the other way, you get the pyramid. I guess you would go this way. See what I'm saying? If you like take a computer 7 and go, let me see here. So you take those.
Is this something I should be laughing at?
I don't know how you would invert that, but if you put those 2 together, if you reverse the 1 on the 7, it would look like a triangle.
It is something I should be laughing at. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got my fingers going. I can't tell which way the camera is because it's delayed, so I don't know which way looks right.
See what happens whenever you trust in yourself?
Well, I'm not
whenever the funny moments are there.
Mirrored, you know. And then I see the 8. I see the 8 as the old Earth and the new Earth, and the convergence point. And that convergence point is where the 5th element goes, is the love. And at those 2 other ends of the 8, the 2 where they crease together, you would have a 6 and a 9. You have a gate out each way, each polarity, and then you have your 4 elements in there with the 5th element in the center. I'm going to do a diagram on it. I started yesterday, but it didn't work out so hot. It's not the same on my whiteboard, my notebook.
We got a lot to do after we get done with this 24 hours, don't we?
Almost certainly. It's the same thing every day. We just try to bring a little joy and love, and kind of, hopefully you guys become family. I mean, a lot of people have already feel like family. They certainly talk to me more than the family does.
I found that ever since I started this, I've been shunned. I mean, nobody really even talks to me because I talk about this, you know, all the time. But I can't help it. It's my life. It's what I choose, you know. It's horrible. All you want to do is love. And it stings them or something. They don't want it. It seems like.
Well, I want it. I want it from everybody, and I want everybody to give it to everyone else.
Exactly.
It can be contagious.
If they don't want it, then I'll give it to people who want it, you know. And that's
I
the
mean,
whole world.
I'm not talking it's got to be, you know, I don't have to have my arms down, you know, that. I'm talking just being kind to people, understanding them and not being judgmental, and knowing that there's many different ways out of here. But most of all, you have to have the love in your heart. You have to have the love in the center. And what's going on in this world right now, in my opinion, in my unprofessional opinion, is that, and I have no links for this, is that the how do I put it, the groups that are transforming the current view on the world are trying to promote disharmony, and I just want to do the opposite. I want to bring some harmony back. I like to be the balance beam. I like to ride right in the middle.
Look at our streams,
and, you know,
compared to other people's
'cause
streams.
I'm not perfect, so I'll lean a little bit either way.
There's
and
your
just
proof.
try to balance.
There's
That's what
your
you
proof.
have to do. You have to balance it.
There's your proof.
What am I
Look
looking
at
at?
other people's streams. Look at other people's streams compared to ours. And other people's like us. It's like buffering all the time. And I go to other people's that, you know, where they're talking about shopping or just, you know, other things that aren't of this, and it's like smooth. And I have a pretty good internet, you know.
Mine's usually pretty decent, but
Oh,
why is that? Oh, that's right. I'm like, why is that?
I mean, you're cutting out on me constantly here. I can barely even hear you or understand you.
I am? I think it's
Yeah?
your headset. I'll check here in a second.
No. I switched headsets. I pulled it out.
I'm
left.
checking. I'm looking.
I switched to Wi-Fi here. It seems to be running a little bit better with the Wi-Fi, but
checking.
not really.
Well, I hear you cutting out. I hear you cutting
It's
out.
because it's buffering over here.
I have another unit right here. We'll just see exactly what's going on.
Okay.
For my own self. I know chat's going to respond. I get the same reaction, NonYa. That's why Spirit brought me to the Beautiful Soul family. That's Inspirational Touch. HB, John's wife, Hearts. Where's it at? Take a look-see here. Oh, hey, Tim's live streaming again. What's this guy doing? He's like Mrs. Green Thumb. He's like always live streaming. This guy never leaves his shed. Alright. I can only imagine what the neighbors think. What's he doing in there all day? I'm talking to the world. It's the only quiet place in the neighborhood, you know. It's wonder the neighbor finally got his exhaust fixed after 6 months. You can feel it reverberate in the ground. This is like a little neon. Oh, the sound sounds fine. It's actually not too far.
Well, we'll see.
Hang on, I'm not going to hear you for a second. Fantastic. It's working fine. It's just your headset.
No, I took my headset out. I took everything out.
Yeah. It's just the headset.
It's the internet. It's the connection.
It's just your headset.
They keep pulling it away.
It seems to be coming through fine.
Look, I pull it out and it does the same thing. Whenever I pull them out, it does the same thing. It's the same.
Well,
Any way I put it.
Yeah, I mean, it's your signal. It's your phone signal itself.
I can see the internet jumping.
It's been
I can
digitally all
see the
day.
connection. I can see the connection for the phone data, which is supposed to be back up there, so I'm like premium gas right now. I shouldn't be buffering at all,
I know.
but yet I am.
It tells me the same thing all the time.
I can't hear you. So there's your proof. Because it happens all the time. You want proof? There it is.
Suns and stars. I got all green here. All the stuff's on. In fact, the voices are up high. Higher than they should be. Yeah, I think it's all good. I think it's just the way it's receiving your energy today. I'm gonna put on a video here so I can take a quick run inside and get a coffee so I can come back and be more enjoyable. And do you hear? You don't hear the music at all then?
Mm-mm.
So I'm gonna put something on.
Yeah.
That way I can. You don't have to sit here and talk to yourself since you can't see the chat, and I don't want to. Hello, Slippin', and I don't want to ignore anyone too long, so I won't be that long.
Alrighty.
I'll just find something here for a moment.
Try and find something to talk about.
Well, you can do that. I won't crank it up. I'll go to the music. I didn't have anything planned. I just wanted to change it up from the other one. Every so often. This guy's pretty good. I'll put this guy on. I like this guy. I'll leave it small screen though. That way you're still up on the screen. You talk, and I'll leave it low enough so you can talk. Okay. If a thought comes to mind. Neon Butterfly is gonna be right back. I don't know what she's trying. Tree, turkey, tree. Tree, turkey, tree. Oh, 333 in the Irish tongue, huh? That's, you know how he likes to play with his words. At least it's not his Cheerios he's playing with.
I have a little bit Irish, a little bit Italian,
I used to love Lucky
a
Charms.
little bit Mexican.
I used to love Lucky Charms, so I'm gonna snag that coffee. I'll be back.
But
Can you
I'm
hear?
just a mixed
There you
mutt.
go.
We're a part of something special. We're a part of something special. We're a part of something special. It's a crack in time, a wrinkle falling from the nest, young eagle. I will pull my feathers out, stay humble, stay
I hope everybody's tomorrow.
Stay humble. Oh, stay humble.
I'm hungry.
Stay humble. Well, Uncle Ron taught us like an elder. Took us under older brother. He said, this is powerful country. This is powerful country, yeah. We felt like we were returning to
Give me
our
big
land
hugs.
rebels and the shepherds of the sea. Takers are taking,
I felt somebody.
believers believe. So greet me, the Black Prince Cicada. Such a loud voice for a tiny creature. Teach me to let go of all of my pain. I do forgive, I don't forget these things. I do forgive, I don't forget these things. So we burn the blue gum for a safe passageway. Drink of the earth, smoke of the dirt, and my war paint was red ochre clay, okay. Red ochre clay, okay. Red ochre clay. Our prayers ignite and cast out into the Shire, and the song of our struggle came straight from the fire. It goes, holy, holy grandmother, we sing, wash us clean of our pain and suffering, give us strength for our new beginnings. In my deepest grace I sing, it will wash away, it will wash away, lift them up, it will wash away, it will wash away, lift them up, it will wash away, it will wash away, lift them up, it will wash away, it will wash away, lift them up, oh, lift them up. your hat and your past in one hand. You said you come to be with rainbow serpent, red hands, red land, red worship, red hands, red land, red worship. Just then I heard Bush Mama crying in the chasms for a stolen generation and the children that have come home, stay home, come home, stay home. My bullets are my words, and my words are my weapons. So chain me to the pipeline for our rivers and mountains. We sing, today's a good day for my ego to die. Today's a good day for my ego to die. Spirit live on in my heart, in my body, my mind. In my body, my mind. Then Sister Crow came with the murder that day. So we tapped to the bird nation onto our faces. She said, we sing to let go of all of our pain. We dance the story to remember when things changed. Remember when things changed. Remember when things changed. Holy, holy grandmother, we sing, wash us clean of our pain and suffering. Give us strength for our new beginnings. In my deepest thanks I sing. It'll wash away, it will wash away. Lift them up, it'll wash away, it will wash away. Lift them up, it'll wash away, it will wash away. Lift them up, it'll wash away, it will wash away. Lift them up. Whoa, lift them up. Whoa, lift them up. Whoa, lift them up. Whoa, lift them up. Oh, lift them up. We dance to ghost dance into separate countries.
You back?
This old song,
Okay.
familiar to memory.
I was just killing time,
The road will teach you how to
teaching them
love and
things.
let go.
You know, all these
It can be
signals that,
lonely, but it's the
sigils,
only
like
thing
hand signals that are
we've
here.
ever known. It can be lonely, but it's the only thing that we've ever known. Our mamas told us, let go of jealousy. And for vagabonds and vagrants that won't come so easy. We've come
What's better
from nothing, nothing.
than Ezra?
We have come from nothing, nothing. I traveled halfway across the country and back, only to find love.
That link I just threw in is for this guy's, this video here.
Cause I'm gonna be a guardian, be a man among men, be a guardian, be a man among men, or be a woman among women, be a guardian.
Oh, thank you. I like, yeah, I'm finding a lot of amateur artists that are really excellent.
Teach me to love you in a different way.
That's who I like to listen to,
Yes.
just the real people. Oh, did I think I turned my mic back on. Yeah. You can hear me, okay. You can always hear
I
me
can
even
hear
when
you,
my mic's
but I
off.
don't know. Yeah.
I just checked this back on. Sometimes I forget to turn it on. Other times I don't turn it off. Put my foot in my mouth. I just like the camera. I forget it's even on because I'm not really looking at my face. I don't do that. I'm not doing selfies really. No selfies for Tim. Oh.
I know I have
Back.
mine on the little screen.
I like that
Sometimes
guy.
I can.
Right. We do a lot of lip reading here. Oops, that's the wrong way. I just lost you. I hit the wrong button. Let me grab you back. I'll snag you up. I'm coming over there. I'm coming over there. Probably lose my face again.
Spinach.
There we go. I lost you for a minute and a half.
What did you do? So all that time I was sitting there showing pictures of nothing?
Oh, no. Just the past 15 seconds is really all it was.
Oh.
You're fine. So, everything seems chill over there. The house is pretty chill. We got tea lights still here. There's 8 people watching. Thank you, everybody. Glenn was going to come back later. I told him to say hello to the missus. Actually, it didn't spell out right, but you get the sense. Tea Light's adding some great music to her collection. And she also says, I assume it's a she. It looks like he is in the tram that takes you up over the Smoky Mountains. Oh, that's it. I'm not sure where that was, but I do like the background in that last little clip of music that we played. She needs a new, what do you call that cord that you broke?
HDMI.
HDMI cord. She busted her HDMI cord. You know, those aren't
like $75.
Yeah, well they were. I don't know now. Don't get the gold one. Just get the standard. You know, the blue plastic.
I have to get what he got.
Oh.
Because I borrowed it.
Oops.
Yep.
Oops. Yep. Oops. So she's kind of limited.
There goes that one day of work after I get done.
Yeah. T-Light says, yes, I am a she. Well, you know, I have many of friends that pretend that they're women. They have blue hair and whatnot. And so it confuses you. And then I have a partner who has a nondescript name like NonYa Business, and that could go in either direction. So you never know. And the emojis are so small. That is so important on YouTube. You know, the connection, like with your icon. Your icon. There you go. Your
avatar.
With your avatar. Thank you. It should be like slightly bigger, you know, so you can actually see it, because you gotta squint in there. What's the point?
That's what she said.
Oh no! Now she must be getting her second wind.
No, I just seen it sitting there. I had to move it, and I thought, what a perfect moment. It lined up perfectly.
T-Light says,
they're cleaning up so I can lean back.
Hang on. Happy birthday. T-Light says, oh my God, I have one I can send you. I have a ton of them. Send me your address and I will mail one to you. So you and T-Light need to hook up on Discord somehow and figure something out, or you can mail it to me and I can mail it to you, or whatever you want to do if you want to keep your address out of it. Because like all my stuff's public, so however you want to work it, we can work that out in Discord. But that's awesome if you really do. If you have an extra one laying around, we'll make sure that we get the right one, but we can work something out.
Oh, you mean a USB? Or
she has a bunch of those HDMI cords. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, she says I have a ton of them just laying around. A ton.
Awesome. Wow.
And, yeah, so she can send you one, but you know, you have to have the address thing, and if you didn't want to, I was going to say she could mail it to me and then I could mail it to you if that was the... We could work something out.
What? Sure. Yeah. I'll talk to her on Discord.
Yeah. So
I think that would be the best way about it. That way we can connect too. It's killing 2 birds with 1 stone. And I love doing that.
Yeah, I don't worry about people driving by my house. I live at a dead-end road, so hey, they got to turn around. It's long too, she said. Good. Well, this one was supposed to be long, and it still snapped. You know, it's...
Yeah. It was really long.
All right. Yeah, we'll get it. Yeah, we'll do it when we're not on the live stream, because you guys can talk privately even and work out those details. Yeah. And that way, it's not over the open stream. That's why I offered.
Thank you.
That's
I appreciate the reach out.
Yeah, I offered up my address for that reason. So I don't think it's hidden. It's public knowledge.
Well, we ought to start doing that. If anybody needs something, we ought to start shouting it out. That way, if somebody has something, you know, that they can give.
Yeah, I guess
because
I
we're
could
all doing
do.
this for free, you know. We're like taking our time out, and we're being up here 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours, 14 hours sometimes.
And a lot of people have
yeah,
great stuff that they're not
it takes
using.
time.
I'm not looking, you know.
Yeah.
A lot of people like, you know, there's just stuff. You know, it's the Goodwill stuff. It's the, you know, there's a lot of
That's like
stuff
I said, I
that's
put
usable
everything on
that's
hold
just
for
sitting there.
this.
You are
You know, I
most
put everything
welcome,
on
she
hold.
says. Happy birthday. She's so happy. I'm glad.
Thank
See?
you.
16 feet? My goodness, you could take that thing to the bathroom. You
That's
carry
about how long
you
mine
carry your whole
was.
monitor in there. Bloop, 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 bloop. You can even show the goldfish. Let him watch the stream too.
Actually, he could
Damien,
if he wanted
welcome,
to.
brother.
Before.
Welcome, welcome. I know,
And
and we're on early.
turn
It's
on his
probably
light.
really like early for you in the morning over there. Because Damien's usually with us most of the night because it's, you know, he's on a different time frame. Yeah, right. She can carry that. She got this giant goldfish from the fair like 16 years ago, and it's still alive, and it eats all the other fish. You know, one of those you get in the little glass bowls that never live more than 3.5 days after you get it home. Hers has been alive for like 2 years.
Yeah, he's doing well too. He's not
Go
bouncing
get
the way he
mail.
was.
Laugh out loud.
He might be able to eat within the next 8 hours. Might.
Oh, was he fasting with you?
No. No, he was bobbing. Remember, he ate. I was doing all these live streams, and I didn't have time to do what I was supposed to do, and wash my hands thoroughly, and like dip my hand into with the food and spread it out that way, because he was eating all the time, and he got that bladder disease, that bladder where he fills up with air because what the goldfish do.
Yeah.
What the goldfish do is that they don't breathe in oxygen and water. They come up to the top and they breathe from the top. And whenever they have to eat from the top, then they just get too much oxygen in their body and they could die.
Okay.
If they get this. So I was really worried. So he's doing a lot better. He's not bobbing, you know, up and down the way that he was.
I've never had one live that way ever. Nope. Nope.
Well, you just got to learn how to take care of him. I almost killed him. The first time I did, I almost killed him because I didn't know things like don't wash off the rocks and, you know, all that stuff that you take out. You're just supposed to rinse it off in the water that you know, empty it out with, which is kind of unusual. You know, you don't think about stuff like that, but it does have an effect.
I certainly didn't. I thought about the fluoride and the other stuff they use.
Well, you clean it with all those chemicals that they give you. You know, you buy, you clean it with chemicals.
Does anyone know how to care for tiny crabs? The ones in the water or the ones on land? Or there's the other ones too, but don't use lighter fluid, whatever you do. My uncle did that once. His whole crotch was burned up. He come running.
I would say look on
Pet
MD.
Oh my goodness.
Look on Pet MD. That's where I found all my information after I messed up a few times by looking elsewhere. Because they're actual vets that put their comments in about different animals. It's called PET.MED. PetMD.com.
Petamy. PetMD.
I don't think there's a dot in between the MD, though. I think it's just petmd.com.
Oh, they were hidden in shells collected. Oh, so those hermit crabs it must be talking about. They weren't hidden. They were living in those. Those are hermit crabs.
They were hidden.
Yeah. No, those are hermit
That's okay.
crabs.
I almost killed my fish.
I think they pretty much eat like goldfish food. And those little pellet thingies that you would feed to like turtles. And they
You
just
could probably
nibble
give
them
them
off.
some peas.
And,
peas are always good for
vegetables. They eat vegetables.
Yeah. Peas are really good for these animals that breathe underwater, from what I found out. There's very little peas from your cabinet in your can. Can of peas.
Can of peas, I like that.
Peas.
The peas, the peas, the peas. Watch the P's and Q's now, you know. Yeah, watch them Q's. It might lead you down a rabbit hole or three. And the P could be
I
a
did.
9.
I thought you wanted to go down that rabbit hole too.
The
I'm
P-
like, why
the-
does he want this information?
I said nothing about it. I think it was someone else.
You know, you
She
did. No,
sends
you
me a
did say
link to
something
Q.
about QAnon.
I had already
And I thought you
washed
said.
myself of that
I thought that you were getting that.
espionage.
Maybe that's what you
way
were talking
back-
about. I don't know.
did a whole
And
40
we were
minute
cutting
video
out,
on.
so
I did a whole 40-minute video on how the whole Q Intel was developed and manicured through the 90s, through the different administrations up to its current present form, and all the patents
they got
and all
the
the
information,
people connected,
what's
and
happened.
all the people that are currently, pretending to be our friends, that kind of stuff that I don't talk about anymore because this is a different kind of channel. But I can round about it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it's in there somewhere. Sometimes I play it every now and then. It hasn't had too many views. It's hidden within. I've just got a lot of generic stuff from the past. I wasn't sure what I was trying to do. Mostly just kind of doing news clippings. But I realized the rabbit trails that was leading to. And I already had the answers I needed prior to that. So anyway, it's a long story short. We'll get over it. We'll get through it over the next several years or until the computer burns up. Or if you break your cell phone, I can't do this by myself. This is the only, I've been waiting for somebody to just chill with me for like 8 hours a day, and because I can't sit here and talk to myself all day. And now it's bad enough I have to take care of chat too.
No, you poor little thing.
I mean, I got to entertain. I have to look beautiful like this. I have to have words of kindness all the time, regardless of who slaps me down, who rolls me under the rolls me under the carpet, walks away.
Can you see me, Tim?
Oh, I can see you. You're a big screen, girl.
Okay, I love you. Thank you
Oh,
so
you're
much
so
for
welcome.
doing
Happy
this.
birthday. Happy
I
birthday.
appreciate it, and I'm sorry that I let the negative get to me, and I went to go get a cup of coffee, and I wasn't watching what I was doing. Almost fell on my face. Imagine.
Well, you make me
TV
smile
goes
regardless.
flying.
You make me smile regardless. Let me do a couple of chats here. They were heading into shells collected. That goes back to the crabs. That's how far back this goes. And I don't care for any tiny crabs, but thanks, says Slippin'. And Neon says, heck no, laugh out loud. And Slippin' says, Neon was in Savannah. She probably has some crabs you can have. I'm going to take a drink with that one.
My bang keeps popping out right
That's awesome. That's awesome. Neon is in Savannah. I'm so sorry, Neon. I'm with you, dear. I feel you. Slippin', stop it. Dockside.
Please don't. Please don't stop. Please don't stop. Don't stop. Oh, no. Don't stop.
Neon says, I tried cabbage so far. That cabbage come... Oh, it must be for the crabs.
Can you imagine what my hubby's thinking right now?
Well, the conversations...
He can hear every word.
The conversations
He's probably
we come up
to the
with...
Bucks going, what the hell is she doing up there?
We're talking about crabs and cabbage.
Oh, we're so
says,
embarrassing that they
try
pop
Raider
out.
Black Flag.
This is my embarrassed vein right here. This is whenever I'm embarrassed, right there. It's very prominent whenever I'm embarrassed.
Neon's trying to nurture them and not kill them. Hurt them, she said. She didn't use the kill word. She used the hurt word, which is much better than the 2 times I said it already. Oh.
It's just a joke anyway. It's just joking around. It's not like anybody's for real about this stuff. If we were for real about this stuff, I think the whole world would implode right now with how much negative is in there. If we didn't have us here cheering on that love, we'd be lost.
I know, it's all in good fun. I enjoyed it. I got a great laugh out of it. I like picking on Slippin' too. Slippin's one of those characters.
I think everybody likes picking on everybody because it's just fun.
Well, there's a certain amount of it. There's a
fun.
kindness to it. As long as everyone's driving. You know, as soon as someone gets bent sideways, we'll kind of take a look at it. Maybe we were a little overboard, but yeah. I don't see anything we said that the children couldn't have heard. If they can figure it out, then they've already heard it.
I guess so.
I mean, eventually they're gonna run into crabs sometime in their life. They're all over the ground.
Well, we're not cussing. We're not cussing, and they probably let their kids watch Family Guy. So.
Them cartoons will get you every time, won't they? Watch Princess Sophia and learn how to be
Shoot, all you have to do is just turn it on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You remember Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Suck on this, dude. My gosh. I'm like, what the heck is that? When that first came out, I'm like, what are they doing?
Rain.
No more of that.
Raining today.
Then my son learned how to Hebrew. He learned Hebrew. The ABCs in Hebrew. He was sitting there singing it.
Awesome.
Yeah. He forgot it, you know. But he did learn it whenever he was like 5.
I remember some of it.
He was sitting there singing Barney. You know, Barney is a dinosaur.
Barney, that purple buccaneer. I never liked that dinosaur. I didn't like it.
Well, I liked it because it displayed imagination, and I felt like the whole world was my imagination, you know. See what I mean? It's synchronicity. I always resonate with what the truth is. But I really liked it because of the imagination part. It really helped with molding his imagination.
I have lots of imagination. I enjoy
sitting there with them. And
without imagination.
you're talking through it, not letting the brainwashing happen, so you're talking through it. I just didn't leave him in front of the TV to watch. You know, I sang along with them and talked about what they were talking about, and, you know, all that good stuff that you're supposed to do as a parent. You don't just leave your child with, you know, whatever.
Again. It's raining in Michigan again. I would like to play November Rains, but I don't think Guns N' Roses is approved for this channel. I don't think I can get away with the copyright. I got my own Guns N' Roses. Just November Rain right here. Neon put her first TV at the curb, 2015. Life is, yeah. You know, I still have one. I turn on the Weather Channel, and it's the same art. You know, it's just turned into art now. It's not even really weather. They just put up like something that someone painted on there with a computer. You know, watch Mr. MBB333. You get all down low over at the Falling Angels channel. You know what's going on. You know.
What is it?
Oh, you know, different variety of things that are going on in the world that kind of bring the negative, that we just try to keep peaceful here and relaxed and just kind of educate and learn in a Newtonian sense.
Yeah, no negative in this department, especially today.
We do our best. It's not impossible. So, you know, it's just like, you know, at the end of the day, you can just chill and chat and listen. You know, if you want to hear the complaining, there's lots of places for that. So, and we get our rants. Get my rant. She definitely gets her rants, and I've heard a few in the comment rooms before. But most people are pretty nice when they come in here. I appreciate it.
I think I'm trying to just get it out, what I'm thinking, and just get rid of it. This, you know, and I need to lay it out, and leave it behind me, and go for the new. So I think that's what's going on the past couple of days with it, saying it to leave it, and I can't help where it comes out at either, because it's something that, you know, that I just feel that I need to do, and I try it, even in my head, just shut up. They don't need to hear your rant. This is your idea, is not, you know, and you're hurting people by putting out your idea. Like yesterday, whenever I was talking on, you know, I didn't really out. It was just stuff that I was thinking in my own head, and it came out. Bad for doing it, but
it's how good sometimes when you just
process, I think.
You know, talking just off the cuff, from the heart. People jive. They know, you know, that script. People are tired of this. We see the script every
I try
day.
not to talk about all the negative stuff, like all.
Dutch sense I love, yes.
Neon asked me to please stop. It's because I'm trying to get rid of it, you know, because I haven't really talked about it much. You know, I try to stay away from all that negative, and I think that's what I'm doing, is I'm just expelling it, because I do it here too.
I think it should be fixing itself momentarily.
my stuff. So yeah, I just think I'm just trying to get it out so I can start new and not anymore because we're all dead.
You're good.
And I'm
You're
waking
good.
up.
Okay, well, your sound is fine now. Yeah, no, Neon's like, nope, that's where I put my trash, right in the, well, put my trash right in the TV. Either way works, right? TV in the trash.
Yeah.
My MTV is gone. This is my MTV now. And you know, you don't have to worry about the background subliminals. Them new flat screens you guys are using are so far advanced. There are so many screens flickering in the background that your eyes cannot perceive, but your mind does. They are showing you
and
so
they can't
much
see
stuff
you.
Oh yeah, they're watching every screen.
Oh yeah. I knew that way before they even said anything
I keep
from somebody
masking
who was
tape
on the
right
inside.
And when
and
it's
I'm not saying
on,
who that was.
Oh, you can't see it now, the camera's not on, but I was letting the stream catch up. But yeah, I keep masking tape right next to the camera. My phone I keep in an eyeglass case because the cameras are always on. If they're not taking constant video, they're taking constant audio. And then your cameras and your phones are usually taking, you know, a new GPS coordinate. It snaps a picture, and they can put that together three-dimensionally if they were so inclined. Not that they're doing that to every individual, but they are capturing just Akashic type data. They want data on every single aspect of life.
Well, you better bet your bottom dollar if some guy is watching me through my camera take my clothes off, he's watching.
Right, I guarantee it.
I mean,
I guarantee it. It's just the nature of the beast.
I can guarantee it too. Yeah, it's man.
So, I've got nothing on the internet that I'm.
I don't really care anymore. I'm just like, forget it.
I'm worried about being.
You know, they already know everything. They already seen everything.
They've got everything. Back from Ma Bell days, you know, when you had the landlines.
You know, they already seen it all.
They were recording all those conversations back then because in order for that to work, it went through the system, it was recorded, and then it was retransmitted, and it's still the same way now, but it's instant, nearly instant. You still get some delay.
Well, it surpassed this stuff. Today, just today.
Yeah, I don't know where we came from.
If you don't mind.
I don't know how we got there.
Just negative, the virus of the negative.
I know.
Coming into the house.
Don't know how
and
we
all
got
it takes
there.
is one word. You know, that's all it takes is one word, and then you are all talking about it all of a sudden.
Yeah, I don't know where it came from.
I mean, I call it a virus myself because you can't help but to comment about it, you know? It's there.
Boring ass job.
You get bored, you know, you love the chaos, you got to go back into it.
Yeah, I know it. See, that's a trick. That's
go down that rabbit hole, squirrel!
That was the title yesterday, to try to, you know, realize all that. Not that we follow the titles, but...
Let's do it. I woke up real quick, I think. I'm proud of myself. I'm sitting there thinking, why are we talking about this?
I don't know
today,
how it
of all days. Done lost my lighter.
It seeps in like that.
It's just the way it works. He's all right, though. He didn't mean any harm by that, you know?
We'll end up getting back to it.
I don't hold it against anybody. Yeah, another day, not today. Not tomorrow either.
I talk pretty general anyway, you know, I try not to catch any censorship flags if possible, so I talk pretty general. But I'm onto it. I clearly see what's happening to this society. I understand why people are doing what they're doing, so try to bring a happy note to it. There's plenty of other places. I guess that's where we get onto that conversation, so we'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Welcome, everybody.
Come and play. Hey, okay. Gotta bring back mine down. Friendly neighbors.
Oh. It's caught up now.
Could sing some old family song.
Some what kind of song? Well, I could
some
do
old
the,
family songs.
I could do, you know what, I got an article here. I could read one of those just to have clear my throat. I could read an article, a little learning, throw a little learning in here for 15, 20 minutes.
Oh, right on. I love learning.
Nothing
about new
specific.
things.
You don't have to take this as a test. You don't have to, you know, absorb it, but it's just something to pass the time, so to speak. Eventually, I'll get to everything. 27,000 years is a long time. An entire cycle. You know,
How come I feel like it's more than that?
well, because there's many cycles, but that's just, you know, you have a cycle within a cycle within a cycle within a cycle. I think it happens continuously in another direction, micro or macro. One cycle after another, like the Mandelbrot drawings.
I don't know about that.
That's in the description box below. Oh yeah, Mandelbrots.
But, you know, I'm influenced stuff. You know, I just imagine things and I picture them and...
What happened there?
all past way I think about things. I think about them. They seem to be people have names that I didn't know about. So.
Well, we will get some differences of opinion all the time. That's never going to change. So, but if we didn't have difference of opinion, we wouldn't come to any conclusions that we.
Oh gosh, no. That's why we're here. That's why we're doing this, is so we can get everybody's input, because we all have the answers in this. And sometimes one person can be wrong about what they're seeing, you know. That's why we need to have one as a whole, instead of off on by yourselves trying to figure it out. You connect with people, and that gives you the knowledge that you need to go further. In my opinion, that's the way I've been doing it. You're wondering how I got here so fast. That's exactly the way I've been doing it. Talking to Max and Joe Info, doing analytics.
Joe Info. He's probably in here too somewhere. Joe's always
Jerry
around.
Wrong.
He doesn't say much.
With his twist of words, he's the same as Slippin' with his twist of words. You know, you kind of gotta sing with his words here for a second, you know, and really think about what he's trying to say.
I'm sorry, it's breaking up on you a little bit, but
I mean, it's just everybody in this community has been so supportive, you know, in all this. And I think that they're interested in it, learn it as well. So we're all learning off of each other. Connection. Yeah. I don't know. You take it up to a different level.
I was getting to the point where I was bored from just watching channel-specific items. You know, because I've gotten to the point now where a lot of it's kind of like repeat. So while I don't remember every detail, I remember a generalization of it. And then since this process has began, I found people who really do generalize in a specific category, and those are the people that are nice to bring in to get to the full detail of a certain situation or issue. But I'm repeating. I like seeing things over and over because I'm able to grasp it each time a little more. And then you along the way, you create new insights. And once you go back and read something again, it has a whole new meaning, a whole new concept to you. You know, when you get to the third or fourth time if it's something of substantial information. I mean, you're not going to get that by watching another episode of Three's Company.
No.
See, I go to YouTube. I go to YouTube, and like everything automatically just slows right down to a screech. That's why I stay off from it when I'm streaming. I try to, but I go back and forth. I have time today for a little buffer. I don't even want to watch this. I just want to get to my link. We can see you though. You're good. I can hear you. Mostly.
You're just buffering.
Okay.
I pulled out the cord and it's still happening. It's not bad.
It's raining here too. And it's that satellite internet. Not my choice.
Oh, it's just mine. I can see it. It's mine. I can see it.
All right.
It's buffering. Both sides, the phone and the internet, the Wi-Fi, are both buffering. You know, trying to fight to get in. So she give me Wi-Fi information, you know, so I can stream here. Running very well. That's okay. I'll fix that.
Sorry, Damien says not much internet access. Otherwise, I would say I've been having rough service for me anyway with the weather. And then it's still early, so everyone's using the devices inside. That makes a difference too. We got the niece and nephew over in there. They've got their little tablet things that I don't approve of, but whatever. They're not mine. I tried. I said something. That was too much. You know, some people don't want to listen to science.
What happened?
The devices aren't good for the small children.
Oh, yeah.
The frequency.
Won't even let me put my grandson's picture of Halloween up.
Mandelbrot right here. Oops.
Something I didn't see a
I have
problem
to
with it.
clear this out too. Some of this has been in here a little while. I clear it up every now and then, but mostly this stuff just stays.
But yeah, they do play too much video games. That's for sure.
Well, it's the frequency. It's the. It spins. It resonates your water molecules on end. Changes your frequency.
Hard at school, you know, and he doesn't play during the weekday, so whenever he's here, he does play a lot of it.
Well, it's everywhere. It doesn't. It's just the signals, and then they're going to put them even closer to the houses soon enough. So it won't matter if you have a device or not. It already doesn't matter. You're already within the field of energy. Like even though I come out here to get away from most of the stuff in the house, all that, because I'm truly sensitive to it. But so I'm at the furthest point. Wi-Fi still works at full stream, but you're never truly away from. You know, I'm getting the energy from the neighbors and whatever else. There's a big electrical box out back where, you know, all the houses connect to, so you get that buzz going. So you got, you know, you're never.
This stinks.
You're never free from it.
Like, why can't they just let us talk?
Why does this take so long? This is why I don't do YouTube. Let me close that right off.
I was even doing it a half hour before we started, and we weren't even upstream yet. Couldn't even talk to you.
Waiting for a shower. Yeah, day 3, huh? Did you lose your power too? I bet you did. That was a heck of a storm. Well, we've missed you. We've been thinking about you, Damien. Thank you. Thank you for all you do. We didn't forget about you by any means.
Thank you. I felt that hug. I felt it big time. It feels so nice. I missed you, Damien. Missed you hard.
And the sound of silence.
I know, right? You don't even have to talk to one another whenever you get this far.
I thought you were going to make a loop of
know what each other's saying.
I thought you were going to make a loop of some laughters.
Huh?
A loop. A video loop.
Well, I like people laughing. I like Mrs. Green Thumb's laugh, and I like soft-spoken's laugh. They have abundance. You know, it's like a vibration. It's awesome. But no, I didn't say I was going to make one. I just said we should. Sometime I want to, you know. I can't get anything to work on this computer because of Drive. I'll go download something and paste it, and it won't do it. Anything I download on this thing won't. Right, anyway. It won't.
Mandelbrot drawing. This for outward patterns, no matter how close. The image. She's just on her. No, I hitchhiked to Mel. Yeah, but you're kind of joking. You really did? Spiritual awakened individual. Hitchhiked to Melbourne, I believe.
Wow. He's really had enough. I wish I could do that.
I do believe. Wow, unreal. That was a heck of a storm, though. I thought it was that. I thought that was the reason your power was out. And then you made that other comment.
Oh, are you talking about? Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but no, he said he met up with a couple people down there, and they were gonna hitchhike. And I thought he was like he said he was on the road hitchhiking or something. I don't remember specifics now. And sure enough, he just confirmed it. You know how some people are like, I'm gonna go to Hopi.
Yeah.
Where's my face?
So he actually did it.
Where's my face? Yeah.
Cool.
Totally did it. Massive storm, brother. Massive storm, he said. The short video clip you sent me was incredible. That reminds me, a friend of mine sent me a video clip. It took me a long time to talk him into it. Of this, I thought it was a beach ball. It ended up being a indigo type orb, light orb, that went through this karate studio for children. It was really incredible. I have to do some editing to it before I can show it, but it's gonna be that'll be coming up when I get a break, because it takes a little long. I can't do anything when I'm editing. It locks everything up. But yeah, that'll be really interesting. I was looking for, see, usually I have a whole bunch of stuff piled up, so I had to jump around a little bit today, but I'm good with that. I'm good with that. I can do that. So what's new? What's new?
Me?
What's new?
Getting ready to meditate again. Centered.
It's only 6:30 my time. Putting some videos up. Just had some internet issues. Okay. That's from Damien. I figured you were like me. You just get tired every now and then.
Talking to me or somebody else?
Oh, Damien, I was talking to actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. I try to talk. Well, I'm talking to everybody actually. I try to.
I'm gonna go ahead and play with my balls.
That's what she said. You're
Yeah.
terrible. You're terrible. Sound of silence. That darn cell phone. That guy who coughs all the time.
I thought you meant mine because it's vibrating because my work is hitting me up.
Oh yeah.
The phone is vibrating. Can you hear that?
Oh yeah. Clearly.
And
That's fine. Tell them you're busy meditating.
volume here.
In restless dreams I walked alone, narrow streets of cobblestone, neath the halo of
Okay, there we go. That should be good.
I turned my collar to the cold and damp, when my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light that split the night.
What you got going on the screen?
Touch the
A
sound
little bit of everything at the moment.
of silence. And in the
Taking a look here.
light I saw 10,000 people, maybe more. People talking without speaking.
You know, I have all day to find, you know, I'm just walking around. Kind of early for like, oh, I was going to read that article.
Hey, you know how I figured out these balls, these wooden balls?
Yeah.
Was your opposite, the whole opposite thing? Before I was trying to move this one whenever I first picked them up. And I was trying to do this one, which is kind of harder for me. I can't get the sway. This one.
Your hands are small.
Well, I got the sway, look. And it's because and I thought about that whenever I picked them up before we started. When I started playing with them again. And it seems to be working out.
Right.
I think it's pretty cool.
I like the fact you're getting it figured out.
I'm not really figuring it out, I'm just doing it. Reading and sending it myself and letting myself know that I can do it because it resonates and I think I can. So, their background is different. And I'm even trying to do little tricks with them already. You know, this is my second time with them. Playing with them. And the first time I didn't play with them for very long, I just held them in my hand and tried to roll them. Put them back down. I haven't touched them since. Except for to show people, you know. But I think we're on the right track with what resonates and, you know, what we remember.
All right, Damien, good luck with that shower. I'm going to think if you're fully clothed. Although Duty Head is having a naked powwow on 11/11. Yes, he is. The Duty powwow. Be as naked as you feel comfortable with.
He needs to get a website and air that.
I don't know if we can show that. It depends on how naked he gets. Hopefully.
Well, I could go over to his website and we'll just watch.
Right? I'm not getting naked. I'll just let you know that much. I'm not even showing my feet.
I don't know. Who knows after this?
Look, I covered my face already. Oh, this is natural. I'm organic. I'm organic.
I can't see you at all. All I see is a wheel spinning.
What's spinning? There's no wheel spinning.
There's the little thing that's spinning my screen. I can't see you at all. I'm just sitting here all by my lonesome talking to my camera on the phone.
No. Everything's good. Yeah. This seems to be moving fine over here. But then again, I'm trying not to click too many things at once. I shut my camera off for a minute so I keep up. It'll get better when the rain leaves and we get a little less internet traffic in the neighborhood. But I don't think it's me because everything shows
to fit your shirt.
Everything seems to be playing good on my end is all I'm saying.
Cool.
all I'm saying. In the rain.
I don't know. It just feels weird sitting here by myself this long, talking to nothing.
Well,
Usually I see you on the screen on TV, you know, and I may like
right.
not talking to myself.
No, you're not.
And I look in the chat and I see my family in chat. You know, this is weird.
I can put the phone up on the screen.
No, you're good. You do what you have to do there. It's all right. I can sit here by myself. I just think it's weird.
I
know how all the YouTubers feel. They don't talk to anybody.
There's nobody talking. You're all caught up. Smartphones, neon light, one love browse. For a shower, he says. Damien, slip in neon.
I wasn't talking about that. I wasn't talking about that. I was just talking about sitting here looking at a blank screen.
Well, I don't know why. It's gotta be your signal. Mine's, I'm gonna refresh it. I think it's still. I don't see both.
Just take off. If you're trying to get me up there, if you're trying to get you up on my screen, you got to go out of the camera and come back in again.
No, I'm not trying to go on that one. No, I can't do that one when I'm streaming.
I know. I know.
Let me see.
I know that. I'm just
just
saying it's weird.
I'll just double check.
No See, you get to look at me. So it doesn't feel so weird for you.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I get to look at myself in a little screen up at the top. My phone. So I'm talking to myself.
No, actually, no, you're talking to everybody. It seems to be coming through just fine. Whatever you're seeing, we're not. I'm not experiencing.
Oh my gosh. Tosh, wow.
It says, I get naked if you all will. Slippin says, I'll get naked if you all will.
Thank you,
I might, no, I'm not even, no, I can't go there no more. I don't feel that fresh.
I don't know how I feel just yet. I'll find out tomorrow on how I feel about anything. I can't say right now.
Hey, Egyptian, how are you doing?
Because what I'm about to say, you know, isn't what I'm going to want later, so.
Fantastic. I refreshed. I'm actually ahead of Sound of Silence now. I was checking all the streams. The sound sounds good. The video's not buffering on the cell phone.
Good. It's just buffering and listening to you. So it's breaking up my connection.
My face is on the screen. There's no buffering with my face. I'm just making sure, checking, because I watch the stream strength all the time up here. I can see what it's doing, so I try to slow down when it starts to go red and let it catch up. I can't read it though, even with my glasses on. Well. I'll leave it on. It's been a long night. I'm gonna need a lot more coffee. I need a little pick-me-up.
Hour, you know, go into this.
Well, I mean, this is early for me. I got early today for all this fun.
The break at any time.
Oh, I have to read that. I have to read that article too. That's a little. I'll find one that fits my. Oh, it's gonna be a real long night. Yeah. No, I have lots of videos that some long videos, but Yeah, you know. YouTube channel. Well, you gotta, I thought you moved to day shift, Slippin'. How do you get in a spot where he's like just doing nothing? All I hear is clinking. Right? Alright. Cheap? Hello?
Yeah. I'm getting instructions on something.
Oh,
what's up?
You have, no, you have your minute. Not,
Oh, what's up?
Nothing. Everything's good. I shifts every week, Slippin' says. Just make him go sleep on the couch out loud.
What? He changes his underwear every day?
You know, he changes the... But sometimes at night, sometimes it's the day. To rhythm and rhythm going. I hope you got this phone off. Bring it up again. Yeah, this guy's amazing with the guitar though. Depending on the day of the week you catch him. And he's got great background effects. That's what I need behind me, guys. How do I do that? How do I have him behind me? I've seen people, but it looks pretty green screen. I don't know. I can get it to stream sometimes, you know. Oh, yes, I use my underwear every day. I change when they start. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna go there. But yes. Thank you.
Hey, Cardiac, thanks for coming out. How are you doing?
So yeah, this is here.
Great night, man.
I recommend. I would put it in the box, but and I find, you know. Like 3 different places here. I recap times so I can get to it.
Alright, take your Cardiac. Glad he came out.
Big deal.
Oh, I'm just talking to this.
The past like minute and a half, 2 minutes.
What about it?
I haven't been able to hear anything that was said.
That's fine. I was
talking to me.
No, I was talking to the chat room, to our friends.
All I heard was but.
No, that's your signal.
But.
Thank you. No, I was gonna wait.
Signal.
There, now I can grab it from the other place.
Even though I'm at premium. This way.
You're a
talking.
premium.
Maybe I should just get on Voices.
Visionary Women is a volunteer-run organization, and I know that every single person who is here is giving their time to one organization or another. And the fact that you have 9 million volunteers, and you were talking about the relationship between volunteerism and willingness.
I'm just going to put this link over here.
It's through willingness that you uplift your consciousness, if I'm quoting you correctly, or I'm understanding it. In some ways talking about how it could be a doorway to becoming a bigger person than who you are.
See, before we come to that, first thing is visionary. What a vision is, everybody has desire is an incremental way of anything.
I can hear you fine.
Today you desire, I must have a home, tomorrow you desire, I must have this money, tomorrow you desire something else. These are incremental ways of arranging and rearranging our lives.
All right.
Which are needed to do a few things. When you say, I'm a visionary, what you're saying is, I have a larger desire, which is not about just incremental improvement of my life. Desire is about me always. Vision is an all-inclusive process. So, this itself is a phenomenal thing. If people, instead of having desires, if they have a vision, vision is always all-inclusive. Desire is personal. Desire leads to incremental changes and improvements. Vision can transform the whole situation. I like music. So, about willingness, because you said you're a volunteer organization, to be a volunteer means somebody who is doing something willingly, right? There's no other compulsion. There are no financial compulsions, there are no social compulsions, there is no something else. You want to do something willingly. So when you're a willing participant, right now, you're a volunteer. I'm asking all of you, right now, are you compelled to be here or are you here voluntarily? Oh, thank you. Because I've spoken to conscripted people also. I've spoken in the prisons, I've spoken in many places. So you're here willingly. You're doing something willingly is the fundamental of your joy, isn't it so? Hello? However simple or stupid or idiotic activity it is, I'm doing something willingly, makes a world of difference, isn't it so? Hello? Yes. The difference between heaven and hell is just this. You're doing something willingly, that's your heaven. You're doing something unwillingly, that's your hell. We have already taken on attitudes, what we like and what we don't like. I like this person, I don't like this person. Now with this person I will do things willingly, with this person I'll do things unwillingly. This may be two people, two aspects of life, two communities, two nations, two many things. This I will do willingly, this I do unwillingly. This means I've decided in my mind this is good, this is bad. When I hear even on national news channels, good guys and bad guys, it just… once you have this kind of thing, you are going to be disastrous to the planet, it's just a question of time. The moment you decide, this is a good person, this is a bad person, this has gone deep into American society. No, there are no good people and bad people. Everybody is oscillating between the two. If you create a very pleasant, wonderful atmosphere, everybody behaves wonderfully. If you create an unpleasant atmosphere, a whole lot of people act nasty. Yes or no? There are joyful people and miserable people, but there are no good people and bad people.
That's big.
The moment we think we are good, we are entitled to destroy the bad, isn't it? Oh, we've been destroying a lot of people for a long time. Time to stop that. Because human beings are in different levels of experience and understanding, variety of people. Anybody who is not like you is obviously bad, isn't it? Isn't it so? Those who are not like me must be bad people. Because the basis of goodness and what you think is goodness is decided by you. No, you have no business to do that. Willing means this, I'm just willing. I'm 100% yes to life. I am not yes to this one, no to this one, no. I am just yes and yes to life. If you are 100% yes to life, you are a volunteer. You have become a willing life. You have become so willing that you have no will of your own. People ask me, Sadhguru, how do you operate with all these people? All kinds of horrible questions they're asking, they're doing this, they're doing that. I said, my life is not about them, it's about me. It's about how I am. It's about me. It doesn't matter how they are, that's their choice. But how I am is my choice. This is my way. No matter what they do, I'm like this. Because I have not given that freedom to anybody that somebody can freak me, somebody can make me angry, somebody can make me happy, somebody can make me unhappy. These privileges I kept to myself. It's time you do that too. Because if somebody else can decide what can happen within you right now, isn't this the ultimate slavery? Huh? Isn't this? Someone else can decide what should happen within you. What happens around you, of course, so many people decide. What happens around us is not 100% ours. But what happens within me must be my making, isn't it? Right now, just about anybody can freak anybody because they're not volunteers, they're unwilling. Volunteering means you have no will of your own. You can do whatever is needed. You know, we are a volunteer organization. This means all kinds of people. Most of them are not qualified for the jobs that they're doing. And I cannot fire them because they're volunteers. So people keep coming up to me on a daily basis, Sadhguru, I can't work with this person, she's so horrible, I can't do it. I tell them, see, in this world, this is the sort of people who exist, like this, like this, like this, like this is the kind of people there are. But if you want to work with ideal people, you must go to heaven. And today.
Today.
But if you think what you're doing is very significant, you must learn to work with all these horrible people. This is how the world is. If you think what you're doing is very significant, you learn to work with all kinds of people. You will see horrible people will do wonderful things. Yes?
Yes, yes.
But if you want to work with ideal people, you won't find any. I haven't found one yet. All kinds of mixed bags.
Yes.
But if you are willing that you are not yes and no, yes to one, no to another, you're simply one big yes, you will find a way.
Thank you so much. That I always say that it's the resistance to life.
Fantastic, fantastic. I don't know where my partner went. Maybe she's right… oh, meditating. Okay, let me find something for that. I didn't even notice she was right there. I've got some drums. Yes, I do. Got some drums for you. And the Dewey Did You the Dewey Did You. They go together.
You know, I can hear your phone
You
And I can hear
my phone.
those drums.
That way over there. It's that, but it kind of lifts me up at the same time.
Did it go out?
No, you're good.
Yeah, it went out on my side. Great, now I can't see nobody.
Oh no.
Not even myself.
Well, I can see you.
There we go. You know, please.
Yeah, I got you back. This kind of goes in line with everything NonYa I'm going after today. I thought I would leave or look over some of the theories behind this whole process. So this is Buddhist perspective on the emotional and spiritual stages of the process of dying from the Hayagriva Buddhist Center at hayagriva.org. This is a Wheel of Life Palliative Care Support Group, the Hayagriva Buddhist Center, 64 Benkesia Terrace, Kensington, Washington, and then there's the address. So it's several variations in text or views in the same text of the Book of the Dead for the death ceremonies. And I've only recently read this, and I thought it was quite interesting and very enlightening in some respects. So I'm going to periodically, since we're doing a 24-hour thing, I'm going to periodically come in here and I'll read each one of these scripts, but I'm not going to do them simultaneously because that's going to get a bit much. So I'll do one for now. I'll go through Gishi Tashi Saring first in the introduction, and then we'll move on to something else for a bit. And let's see, oh, Brian, hello again. So, you know, like always, I'm changing things up. Can't change my undies every day at the moment, Damien says. I love you, man. I do. Let me make sure the music lasts. No. This is not as long. Yeah, I better take a drink too. Clear my throat. Let's all get spiritually naked together. Yay, yay, says Damien. No, that's what happens when you get out in the open with a couple of new people. You forget all about me. But no, actually you didn't, because you came back. Yeah, I see. I got a couple notifications from you, Damien. Are those something you want to share? We've been
He's
friends.
probably checking me out, touching myself over here.
Oh, stop now. None of that. What's going on with you?
Well, I am. I'm touching my chakras to heal them.
So the introduction to death is often a taboo subject. Taboo. And even those who hold strong beliefs may avoid talking about it, period. But death was once an integral part of family life. People died at home, surrounded by loved ones. Adults and children experienced death together, mourned together, and comforted each other. Dirt. Didn't get my donut today. Today, death is lonelier, and most people die in hospitals and nursing homes, where they receive less than qualitative palliative care and the extensive nursing and medical care they need. Their loved ones have less opportunity to be with them, and often miss sharing their last moments of life. The living have become isolated from the dying, and consequently death has taken on added mystery, and for some fear, the awe. And some of this mystery and fear may not be necessary, because there are explicit Buddhist teachings that explain in some detail the process of dying, death, and rebirth. Even for those who do not believe in rebirth, understanding the stages a person goes through as they die can be helpful and illuminating. That's what we want to do. Illuminate. Shine. 4 slightly different presentations of death process are given below, each by a distinguished Buddhist Lama or monk. The Gashi Tashi Sesaring's, I'm sorry, I'm slaughtering these names, explanation of the death process is probably the most concise and may be a good place to start. The Venpendi Halter gives more explanatory detail and helps the reader to understand some of the technical jargon used in Buddhist psychology. The third view of death process is a beautiful extract from the Sagyai Rinpoche's book, the Tibetan Book of the Living and Dying, and the Lama Thubten Yesi approaches dying from the point of view of the Tantric teachings, from where, in fact, most of the Buddhist understanding of death is derived. And if you would like to discuss these topics, hey, we're already doing that. And without further ado, the death process, as explained by our friend there, extracted from Dying Well by Geshe Tashi Tsaring, Shenzrig Institute, Queensland, transcribed and edited by Tom Vich Ta from a teaching in the Amatias Hospital Service, Mullumbimby in SW in April of '95. The death process as follows. At the time of death, the winds associated with the 4 elements, earth, water, fire, and air, deteriorate until those elements can no longer act as a basis for consciousness. We are constituted of the 5 aggregates, the 6 sense powers, and the 4 elements, and our remaining as beings depends on these 20 factors. At the time of death, these 20 factors undergo deterioration in a series of 8 dissolutions. If one is aware of the death process and has studied and practiced it, then over the course of this serial dissolution, one is simply understanding that now earth is dissolving into water, water into fire, and so on, and one is able to follow the process completely without any fear. Further following the first dissolution is that of the aggregate of form, the element of earth, and simultaneously the deterioration of the eye sense power and its objects. Visible forms of colors. One ceases to see clearly, and one can no longer open or close one's eyes. The external sign is that the body becomes very thin and loose. We are talking here about a natural death and not a sudden death where the signs would be less clear. As the earth element dissolves, there is an experience to the dying person of being buried under the earth or sinking under the earth. This is simply an inner appearance. The external sign is that the luster of the body is diminished and there is no longer a look of vitality to the body. At this point, the water element starts to predominate in terms of the experience to the dying person. The internal vision is a mirage-like vision, like water on a desert horizon. The second dissolution is that of the aggregate of feelings. The internal experience is that of the body no longer being able to experience the 3 types of feelings: pleasure, pain, and the neutral. There is the simultaneous deterioration of the water element, an external sign that the various body fluids begin to dry up, such as sweat, urine, saliva. The dying person may have difficulty swallowing, and it may be beneficial to give them a trickle of water or to drink. Next, the ear sense power deteriorates and the person can no longer hear sounds. The internal vision to the dying person is the appearance of smoke puffing up into the air. And the third dissolution is that of the aggregate of perception or discrimination, the ability to recognize what objects are. The internal experience is that you will no longer be aware of who people like family and friends were. You would forget their names. The fire element diminishes with the external sign that the body begins to lose its warmth. The nose sense power deteriorates and we can no longer smell odors, and the external sign is that the inhalation is weak. The exhalation is stronger and the rhythm of breathing speeds up, like panting, like panting, like panting, and the internal vision is sparks and a fire funneled up through a chimney with the sparks flying into the night sky. And the fourth dimension following includes the dissolution of the compositional factors. The mind loses its ability to remain upon its object. It is this which motivates us to act and directs the body to move. The internal experience is the loss of the ability of the body to perform physical actions or to be aware of the external activities. The air element dissolves with the external sign of the changing of life-sustaining winds or energies of the body, and breathing stops. In worldly terms, we would say that this person is dead. No pulse is detectable. The tongue sense power has deteriorated. It becomes thick and short, and its object taste is lost. Objects of the body sense power, touch, and can no longer be experienced, e.g. roughness, smoothness. The internal vision is of a sputtering flame, the red-blue flame of a candle burning out. After a time, we begin to regain consciousness as the extremely subtle wind energy and mind combination is activated. The description is that the wind energy element has dissolved into the aggregate of consciousness. The 4 physical elements have dissolved and are no longer able to function as a foundation for gross consciousness. The 5th dissolution. The gross forms of consciousness have created and the subtle forms are revealed. All gross conceptuality is left behind. The internal appearances of a radiant white sky, the white rock above the head, that has come from the Father above the chakra of the crown and has remained at the crown, begins to come down the central channel towards the heart center. This is the vision of the radiant white sky, like a clear dawn sky pervading by the witnesses of the moon. Sixth disillusion. Now the red drop of the mother within the navel chakra, which was obtained from our mother, which has remained at about the level of the navel, begins to rise up the central channel towards the heart, and one experiences the radiant red sky like a clear sunset sky that is pervaded by the redness of the sun. The seventh disillusion. The drops move towards the heart center, where the extremely subtle combination of wind energy and consciousness resides, and on reaching it, the drops enclose it between them. One then experiences the vision of the radiant black sky, complete blackness, and all thought stops. All thought stops. All thought stops. The eighth disillusion. As one starts to become conscious again, the clear light of death manifests. This appears as a clear, luminous, vacuum-like empty sky, a completely clear, open, radiant vacuity for those who have trained in the coming to an understanding of emptiness. It is at this moment that one uses this understanding, seeing this open vacuity not as empty space, but as the emptiness of the object of negation. It is at this time that one can gain a deep realization of emptiness, neutrality, and comprehend the true nature of reality. In the clear light experience, there is no sensation of color. One is experiencing a very subtle object with an extremely subtle mind, unless there is some disturbance to the corpse, like cremation. One can abide in that clear light state for 2 or 3 days or longer. Even if one knew nothing about emptiness, it is possible to abide in this state for some time. But what in fact is the moment of death? After some time in the clear light, there will occur some movement of the wind energies due to the force of karma. The consciousness will become slightly coarser, and a more gross wind energy will be generated. It is at this moment that the consciousness leaves the body, and this is the actual death. An external sign is that the red drop continues to ascend and finally exits through the nostril, and the white drop descends and exits through the genital opening as a clear liquid. However, the drop of blood at the nose is not always evident, especially with the chronically ill. Even if it does not appear unless the body is deteriorating, it is good to wait, especially if the deceased is a loved one or a lama. The course of rebirth is determined by the course consciousness of craving, grasping, and becoming of these consciousnesses will then activate a potency. We all have potencies within us to be reborn as one of the 6 types of migrating beings, and is one of these coarse consciousnesses that will activate one of these karmas. Whether you touch the body or not is not going to determine the direction of the rebirth. But keep in mind that others may suffer from your not respecting their superstitions. It probably doesn't matter or make any difference, so you should observe whatever their wishes may be. For myself and for my training as a monk, I rely very much on the process of reasoning to determine the course of action. Sometimes for other people, their course of action is not mainly determined by reason, but by looks, or by books and looks, right? They've read traditions that they may have become accustomed to, or what has become popular within their circle of life. In the intermediate state, after the actual moment of death, the consciousness will then enter into the intermediate state, or the bardo period. The intermediate state being is not made of flesh and blood, but is constituted of wind energy, and already has the shape of the body the being will take, and the 5 senses. The visions that occurred in the death process now occur in the reverse order, and the very conceptual consciousnesses begin to develop as well as objects of the senses and the 5 aggregates. The Bardo being remains in this state until reborn. Answers to the questions. If one is going to take a lower rebirth, very strong, fearful appearances will appear to your mind during the dissolution of the 4 physical elements. Conversely, in a fortunate migration, more gentle appearances occur and there is a happiness in the mind. During the radiant white sky, red sky, etc. visions, there are no particular fears because the coarse conceptions do not arise. The process of dissolution may take 1 or 2 hours or 1 or 2 days, depending on the individual, of what that they are dying, if they are extremely ill, or the stage of their illness. For those who have a chronic illness, the external appearance could arise earlier, but the actual death could take longer. The way of dying affects your emotional state at the time of death, and this determines which karmas are activated. For example, if someone was killing you, you might become very angry, and this would activate a negative potency, a condition for a bad rebirth. It would require a very strong practice of tolerance not to get angry. In general, we should make efforts to help the sick, elderly, and dying to generate a very healthy, positive state of mind before and during death. This in turn will benefit us, helping us to continue our work towards helping others. And that concludes the first example of a way of our death and rebirth process. And there's several more examples we'll go through throughout the night, but they help create a picture in the mind of how all this is happening and why things happen in our lives for certain reasons and why we're always drawn to certain people and certain conditions. And over time, hopefully, we can come to an understanding together. Hello, Oatman. Sorry, I was reading, so welcome. Welcome.
You know, whenever you was reading that,
yes,
I was doing the chakras opposite. You came in with the chakras right whenever I was almost done with the chakras, and I realized that that I did the chakras backwards, naturally, because I don't know anything that you're reading there. Just to let you know that you could be very much right about turning things around the opposite way.
Mm-hmm.
Because I did it exactly opposite, and you can rewatch the video, but it was exactly in order, the opposite. Just to let you know.
Interesting. Yeah, most things are, I found that most things that are the truth are the opposite of, well, that's why they say, you know, everything you know will be a lie. You know, good will be bad, bad will be good. Many different textual examples of that. And these prophecies of these times, because of as a collective, we've done this all before. We've gained this great technology. We've had these, that's what we called scrying mirrors in the past. Mirror, mirror on the wall, Snow White, you know, all these stories, all these fairy tales are made, but they're actual points in time that have been, you know, it's like telling something in someone's ear, and the story changes little by little each time you whisper it into someone else's ear. So there's
well, you're forgetting some most important parts here, and that's that whenever you're reading the Tibetan Book of the Dead, you got to think of it like you are already dead.
Too late. Hello, Wisdom.
Just to give an inkling on what I'm doing and why I'm doing it is because I'm looking at this book as to I'm already dead, I'm in hell right now, and I truly believe that in my heart now. Before I believed it, but I don't think I believed it in my heart, and that's the reason why I wasn't reading it right, because I needed to go through these stages in order to realize like all these special powers that we have. You know what I mean?
I usually start in my heart.
I had to believe in that.
When I'm doing my chakras, I usually start in my heart, and then my head opens up. But then I like to go down to my toes, and I like to feel the reverberation from the bottom up. So I think it's just depends on your, you know, on what you wanna achieve.
I just sat here and I just listened to what I was being told to do, and I had already started before you even started reading, and I started out opposite exactly what you were reading, just to let you know that, you know, I thought it was pretty cool.
Oh, it's completely interesting. I was commenting also because Wisdom was talking about how he says, "Hi, Nonya. I start at the crown and go in heart. I start at crown, go in the heart. Done. No other chakras are mundane. No other.
Well, I started
chakras
at the.
Mundane. There's supposed to be
I started at the abdomen chakra. I don't know what I did. I just did it.
Mother.
Look at the video.
The mother.
And listen to the words.
I've got
I think you can do it any way you feel. Whatever you resonate with. Really, I was going with what I was being told to do. Just meditate and try to open my mind up to my guide. And I didn't hear anything, but, you know, but thoughts. Like, what do I do now? I'm sitting. You know, I meditate. So I did.
Wisdom.
You know, all these things were coming to me like me picturing I was laying down. So I did that. Touch my stomach, touch my heart, touch my throat chakra, touch my crown, touch my feet. You know, all went in order like that, you know. But I didn't hear anything. It was more like a thought than anything. But it's interesting that I'm doing this blindfolded, you know. All this, I'm doing it blindfolded and anything. I mean, yeah, I did read some of this book, you know, of the Tibetan, but I got into more of the signals and the symbols, so I didn't really have time to read all the ceremony part, you know. I just read the beginning, because I had a problem with the beginning, and I told you that problem about the soul and how we need to change that to the love of the soul.
I agree.
But other than that, I didn't read any further than that.
I agree.
I just think it's very interesting, you know, that I'm doing this blindfolded and you just kind of come in with this reading and I'm doing exactly what you're saying. So it's kind of interesting.
There's more. There's a lot more interesting stuff to come. I just don't want to, like, drag people away because I'm just reading, you know, from script. Well, not script, but, you know.
Well, we have to, though. This is a ceremony. We have to. Ever off and on throughout the evening until we get to the end, you know.
Yeah, I got a couple of these. I want to go.
But I'm glad I got the first part over with.
Because of
that one's smooth, the first part.
Because of the process you're taking, I'm going to, granted it's not an original text, it's similar, or I don't know if the words are close. I'm going to try to read out of some of the Book of the Dead, or I can put it on the screen, and then periodically some of the stuff like that, and I'm going to jump back and forth. So I'm flexible. We got a lot of hours to go. We're barely to first lunch break here. What do we got? 4, 5. Yeah, it's almost lunchtime.
I just like that I was in sync there. You know.
How come this?
It's interesting. Gives me confidence in myself because I read everything perfectly. You know. It's cool. I like it.
It won't let me type to you, Wisdom. I'm sorry. It's just like sitting at hello. Oh, there we go. I had to talk to it.
Well, you had to tell it what to do?
Yeah, apparently I stopped it midstream or something. The elapsed time says 13. It says 3:13:13. It stopped. It's stuck at 3:13:13. The elapsed time right now. All this going on. The clock, the wisdom comment. 3:13:13. So 3:13:13. I should write that down. That might mean something.
The British had the same question in mind, and they not only took a huge pillar, but
3:13:13. Huh? That's a first. Maybe that's for you. You do like those threes. That would be 3, 1, 2. That'd be like
there's the 11 in the middle.
Upper spirit, lower in body.
Did you hear me?
No, not entirely. I didn't. No, please repeat it.
3:11:3.
3:11. Oh, 3:11:3.
Yeah. I told you we were supposed to be doing this together. Didn't I?
Hey, peace be upon the divine within this chat. Thank you, Wisdom. You said some things. Leon, stay away from Airwood. Is that thing that was up here? I thought that was a herbal site. That's not an herbal site. I haven't been there yet. Welcome to the magic kingdom of Earth. Now go spell, go spell. I know what you mean, Wisdom. Yup. Can I connect via Discord voice that is? Yeah. Yeah, I think so. On the calling. I think you can get on the calling and then open that up. I don't know if it'll cut us off. We can try it while she's on. I don't know if we can do it while she's on video. You can try it if you go in there. Just jump in up here in the top here. See what happens. We haven't yet. So let's see if it works. If I get disconnected, it's because we're trying something out with Wisdom. Yeah, you won't be on the camera at all if you go to the calling. I just don't know if I have to switch things around when someone goes in there. I'd be interested in finding out if you want to play with it, because I haven't had a chance to do it on this channel yet. I've done it on other people's channels. I don't know if I turned everything on properly. 3 chakras above the heart is spirit. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I'd be interested in seeing. More than welcome to talk to other people. Please, talk to me. But yeah, I want to read some more of that. Because this stream I've got, it's at 3 hours and 20 minutes, so I need to cut the stream off. I like to do it 10 minutes before the 4-hour point. And then we restart it. And for those who haven't been here, it's because YouTube cuts off the front of your stream after 4 hours. So you start erasing the front end. So I stay a little shy of 4 hours if I can. But we'll be back all night. Every 4 hours, unless something happens, we'll restart. Oh, here we go. Someone's in there. Wisdom's in there. Let's see. The mic. I'm going to turn the mic on. Wisdom's right here. Just hold tight. Let's see what's going on. I hear something. Is that you? Trying to see if I can do it without actually going to the page. I'll be right back. Hey, hold on. Let me get NonYa before I take off on her and she's like wondering where I'm at. I can't seem to click off the mic. I think I have to go in the calling room too to hear it. So this is a good test. Thank you. Just please be patient. NonYa. NonYa, read my question for you, please. He is saying I'm tripping at 10. Oh, I see. No, that's got, if it's got mushrooms on it, there's nothing wrong with those. They just outlawed everything in the 70s. Hey, I thought we were doing a show together. I need some coffee too, though, actually. I'm about ready to recall her. Hello? Please stand by. We have technical difficulties going on. Wisdom is... I hope it's not too far in me. Hold tight. Hold tight. Hey, there you are. Or perhaps. Let's do this. Make sure this works first before I go playing around. Hey, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right. Wisdom was gonna get in the calling room with us. He's in there right now, or she, and then we want to go in there and talk. If you want to switch rooms.
Okay.
Okay.
Which room?
The calling room at the crossing bridges.
All right.
Because I can't seem to do it with the videos up. And we'll come back to the videos.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
See if this works. I'm here. Anyone hear me now? I see some. I hear it. Let me see. It's a little broke up. I hear something. Wisdom, get in the calling room with us. Then they want to in there and talk if you want to switch. Oh, I see what's going on. Someone's playing reverb in the background. You have to turn your stream down. I think it's Wisdom's sound.
I don't have any sound.
No, there's just a little bit. You there, Wisdom? Hit the microphone. Check the microphone or the earphone piece on your
headphones.
Headphones.
Down.
My brother, can you hear me?
Yup. It's just making out. Let's see what's going on here.
He has his headphones on. The slash on his headphones. I think you're gonna have to text him.
Can you hear me?
He can't hear us, I don't think.
Your headphones. Let's see if I can turn them off. That's a good test.
Yeah.
Hello, my brother. Can you hear me?
Yeah, that's better. Let
me find.
He'll figure it out.
Yeah, because I can't. Apparently, I can't do anything about it.
He just said, "Let me go get some headphones." He'll see. He'll see it's marked off now that he's got to get in his headphones.
We're trying out the room for the first time where people walk in and talk to us. I think we can do like 10 people at a time.
If you want it, I can X out. Can hear you, but you can't hear us.
You can't hear us? There's a little headphone button down in the, I think, the bottom left. That you should be able to click the microphone and the headphone button. There might be an X through it. If you're on a cell phone, I'm not sure.
Hello, can anybody hear me?
Yeah.
Can hear you, but you probably can't hear us because you got your headphones slashed off. Hit the headphones.
I can't do it. Right click more.
Hello, can anybody hear me?
I can hear you. Let me put something on the screen, I guess.
Yeah, I think you better. He'll probably be able to see it.
Hey, I think I hear people.
Click on
there we go. There we go. I knew he'd figure it out.
Is that the button?
Whenever
I
he
was
said
just going to put down. Click the button. All right, very good. Hell, you're welcome.
Hi, Realm. Finally, I got to say it with my voice.
Yeah. Awesome. This is cool.
Well, welcome.
This is so cool. I'm over here just wiggling up the spinal cord and excited.
Oh, I bet. It's exciting whenever you
for a little bit,
like
but never
this.
in voice.
Oh, I know it. It's always...
Absolutely. And I love you all and blessings to you. So Damien and Slippery and them.
Well, the blessing goes out to everyone else.
Right now we have this. That's right. So right now I have just started for getting a big snowstorm piling up on my mountain. So right at the moment I got about ½ inch of snow. We're supposed to get about 18 inches tonight.
Where's this at? Washington?
Absolutely. I live in Washington State, yeah, but I live up on a mountain way out in the middle of nowhere. You have to take like an ATV quad to drive up towards my. It's 7 miles in the forest.
Sounds nice, but sounds bad.
It sounds awesome, actually. I would love that.
Yeah, it does.
As long as you're smart, as long
I'm not ready
as
for
you know
snow
how to
yet.
buy your stuff, you'll be okay.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, me either.
You'd have to plan stuff out.
If you forget, you forget your toothpaste, you're in deep shit because it's a 4-hour drive to town.
Well, as long as you have baking soda, I think you'll be good.
Yeah, I use baking
You all
soda.
heard of this before, but it's hugely antitoxin. It's a detoxer of the. You can use it for toothpaste to rebuild enamel, this and that. Bentonite clay. It's actually crystalline. It's a crystalline structure.
Is that right?
I think I heard that as a healing thing whenever I was looking for stuff online. But you know how it is.
It's huge. It's so huge. Absolutely. If you can incorporate, eventually even detox, you'll get some of the metals out of your skull there, if you will. You can get your third eye to be very pliable like clay. You know, it's no longer.
Can you give us a link to
hard
something
like a rock.
in the Discord? Can you put a link up to something about that? Because I'm kind of interested in that.
Yeah, I will try.
Awesome.
I'm not the
I got
best
a nephew with
at
autism,
technology when I put. Oh, no doubt. Okay, so here you go. Here's for your nephew. If it's within the budget, I'll give first off. No joke. If you can do this, it's within your finances. Obviously, everything costs in this environment.
Yeah.
But as long as they don't have any citrus citrus allergens, like if they're not allergic to citrus, there's a product out there called Citra Care, CITRACARE, and it is so amazing. What it does is it starts healing your secondary immune system, and then it goes to the first immune system. So when they gave the vaccination to kind of jack everybody over, Care will actually go in and reverse what they did. And so you add Citric Care, and the double win is using a product called Immusist, IMMUSEST, I believe. If you use the combo and you use the right diet within any child that has autism, it will not reverse the blessing that they had received by having. And the reason why I say the autism is a blessing is due to the fact of, if you understand the way the brain works and you understand frequency, an autistic child, a brainwave, which is Christ consciousness. They sit in dolphin residence. So they have so much more than what a normal human would have, as long as connection to spirit, a long connection to source, if you will. So they are our gateway. Oh, for sure. But so you won't take his gifts away from him, but you'll help him with the resistance of being the magnificent angel he is. And so I said that Christ came back in an autistic child. The mind of the kingdom, you must be a child. You have to mix the divine mother, the divine father, and become the divine child within the heart to develop into a whole new realm, if you will. And so these kids, that's why they can't because loud noises and all this other electronic, it's not where they come from, something so much greater. And it's just a disturbance. It's the thing that keeps you locked into the matrix.
It's the overload that disturbs me. Because it hurts him so, to sit there and listen to that.
Absolutely. Sensory overload. I mean, it's everything.
It's like $20,000 to $30,000. I mean, that's expensive, and they claim at the hospital is like per treatment. So that's a better alternative to my finances. Huh?
Absolutely. What they give you doesn't replace the soul connection. It just band-aids the ailment. You need to let them see. These kids are so beyond blessed, they don't even understand it. And humankind will never understand a child that is autistic because they think it's a downgrade. Do you not think your Creator gave you everything you needed in this moment? They gave us these kids so the frequency of the earth would be at a higher vibration than what we can do on. The elite thought they were going to kill
everything. Well, I hope to gosh that it doesn't take anything away from him, because he is really smart in his own self. I mean, he has talents, major talents, big talents that I see.
Oh, and
like
I
building,
guarantee you,
like
he's
roller
got
coasters and stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna step out. For
Oh my gosh, he's a genius in that.
Be right back. Please continue.
Sure.
So I appreciate that.
He's got a blueprint with, well, he's got a blueprint within his. It's the old construct of the first earth, if you will. So if you want to believe in the old way of speaking, let's just talk about it as what like the layman understands is Eden. The first earth was Eden, if you will, where everything was perfect and blessed, if you want to go that route. And now we're experiencing a different blueprint. He's got the original within his codex soul and his DNA, but he can't bring it into manifestation in this world because this world won't allow that frequency to exist of a higher nature than this. So those kids are I just say, everybody looks at me crazy when I say autistic children are blessed. They're like, how can you say that? I go, well, because I know I'm not of this body and they are beyond this world.
He was the first boy to survive out of all the boys that my sister had. So that does make sense.
That's huge. That's huge. And so he's got a vital role. I mean, he's here to teach and how to listen and learn, but you got to put back your grown-up thought. You can't think like a person. You can't use your five senses that you've been gifted here to understand them. If you want to see that, I'm here. Are you? Hello, hello. I think I'm still here. Hey, NonYa, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can now.
Hello?
Yeah, okay. I can now.
Well, just to give you a heads up, I have no worries. I have a delay out here because I'm on a satellite. So it's spotty, and then with the snow, it might be more spotty than normal.
Well, I appreciate you getting on, and
I will shoot you.
We're kind of sick of talking to each other, you know, because it's just us always talking, and it does get kind of, you know, mundane.
The sad thing is
still.
Sure, and the thing is, what's unfortunate is I can't look at YouTube at the same time as I am on Discord, so I don't know if anybody's speaking to me in a sense or not, but I'll check it later and respond. But what I'll do is in the chat line there on the YouTube side of things, I'll find somewhere to respond to NonYa, and I'll shoot you those two products that you.
All right. Yeah, tell them to store those away from me because I can't get anything right now. Unfortunately.
Yeah, no stress. Hey, you know, it'll happen if it's meant to be.
Well, I think it was meant to be this way because it wanted me to go blindfolded in this to prove to myself that this is real and that I have what it takes in order to get the information that I'm able to get, that I should get. In other words, you hear what I'm saying? Like I'm supposed to be guided by my guides.
I do.
Not by books, not by anything, just my own self and my higher powers. And a while ago, that actually just
because if you think absolutely. And the thing is, if you think you already know, there's no room to grow. So you have to go in with the divine child. Like the first time you've ever seen anything and take on everything that way.
I was just saying, you know, all this time that I don't even know what's going to happen. That I'm antsy because I don't even know what's going to happen here. You think you know what's going to happen, and you plan for that to happen, but it comes out totally different in this. That's my experience.
Our Creator has humor.
As soon as I think,
that's the bottom line.
Yeah, definitely does have it.
It's unbelievable. Oh my God. I'm always being shown and given things, and I'm like, "Are you serious right now?" Really? And then it's like, "Yep, I guess right now is going to be the time," and you just deal with it in that
it's so
moment.
embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. You're like, "Oh my gosh, did I just say that, or did I just do that?" Now I'm screaming at myself to stop, but it ain't stopping. Talking to my mom.
I'm super
I can't
proud
stop.
of you all doing your thing. Going.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I'm just saying I'm super proud for you, everybody that's in this. Well, they're on the chat side of things. You know,
Yeah.
I'm super proud for you guys to open your heart, open your mind, and truly evolve. Because humans are the only species that need to evolve using their thought. They'll never complete themselves if they try to search outside themselves.
Yeah, I agree with that. Now I wouldn't have a week ago.
I'm back.
You know, because you learn things along the way. You learn. I mean, it's like downloads.
Tim is back.
After you
back.
Thank you.
After you
I
get so
needed
far,
a quick break, so thank you.
kind of like it downloads, and it's weird the way it downloads.
Absolutely.
Ain't nothing like you ever experienced, like childbirth. You know, like
it's interesting
like
for
you're
sure. to
giving
get a
childbirth.
download. You know, you just all of a sudden know something you didn't know before.
Then in your dream state, when I wake up, I'll know Chinese, and when you wake up, you know full fluent Chinese.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I haven't learned any language.
You can do it. They're not.
Well, I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try my best to excel in this as far as I can.
Do you command your dream state, or do you just go to bed?
I'm trying not to have dreams right now, because I feel like it's a trap. So I'm trying to avoid the dream state at this moment.
Get you on that.
Oh, I didn't see your. I didn't see your question.
So that's kind of what I was talking about as far as the dream state. When you go to bed, before you go to bed, clear your mind, clear your day, bless your day, forgive your, find the peace within the heart, and then set an intention within your heart of what you want to, what is it you want to see, where do you want to go. Connect that through the heart, through the crown, and then you let it go, and then you go to sleep. You just put in a command to the universe what you want to experience. So you are becoming manifest destiny. And then at that rate, for example, like last night, I want, and then you're controlling your dream state. You're not letting outside influence within. You protect.
Well, I mean, after this, I was going to go back to my normal sleep pattern, you know, and try to get more sleep than what I've been getting, and try to go into that deep state of sleep to where you're dreaming. And I was kind of apprehensive about it because, you know, I do have some really scary dreams sometimes, and they're really vivid. So, yeah, that really helps me out. I'll try that whenever I get done with tomorrow, and I actually go to sleep for 8 hours.
Sure. And demons are real. So if you got demons jumping up in your, then you have some kind of hole where you're bleeding energy and they're sneaking in if it's in your dream state. So there's some kind of emotional blockage or emotional bond that you have with something, and they're sneaking in there. It's kind of like they leave their watch behind. It's kind of like if you went out on a date with somebody, and, you know, you took them home and all that kind of thing, and you have this little connection all of a sudden. But then you're like, I really am not feeling it. And you tell them to hit the road. But then they call you a week later and say, hey, I think I forgot my watch. Now that energy is tied back to you. So demons and entities do the same thing. They leave little remnants.
It's like the fear and the awe, you know, whenever you go, or you go, woo, you know, the fear and the awe.
Right.
In my world, you know, that's what I call it in the Buddhahood.
Hey, on the other side of fear is love. It's just a thin little layer.
Yep, I'm realizing that.
Anyway, I didn't screaming and yelling and taking over the whole conversation.
No, you're
but
fine.
I just wanted to scream and yell and take over the conversation.
I need to rest my throat. I'm just trying to. I'm trying to play with different functions while you guys are talking to see what interrupts the stream, see what I can get away with. So, please, yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I've got plenty. I talk a lot.
Sure.
I talk a lot.
Sure.
I'm more than willing to just be quiet sometimes. It's nice to hear your voice. I mean,
Right on.
You only capture so much from the chat. Like Neon keeps trying to ask me a question about a dream she had because we were talking about dream walking the other day, yesterday I think, and she had brought this up, and I was because I have done that, but I don't specifically remember what you're talking about. I don't know that we were dream walking together, if that's what you're getting at. So I've had some crazy dreams, but I don't have those like you were saying about the demons coming in, the negative coming into your thoughts and your dreams. I don't have those. I had them when I was a child. I had the shadow man in my bedroom doorway when I was like 8, and I've never seen it since. I've never seen it since.
I remember them.
Yeah, and but other than that, my dreams for a long time I had non-existent dreams, so it seemed, and then I started having these just crazy vivid dreams. I mean, when I started to awaken, I started just constantly and future stuff, and nothing dramatic, just in my general life, where things were more than coincidence after you've already deja vu'd it several times. And then it's kind of progressed from there to where we're at today. Absolutely. But I don't have any bad dreams, and the visions, I've seen some things that I think there's a couple different ways they can go. I think it's an aspect of a possible direction, like a choose your own adventure book.
Maybe it's because you have the stuff that I don't have, and I have the stuff that you do have, kind of thing. Because if you think about it, I'm opposite of that. Lucid, very lucid dreams about, bad things like demons and monsters and animals and tornadoes and, just all kinds of bad stuff. And now I don't dream anything.
So, NonYa?
Even whenever I do sleep. Yo.
NonYa? So my question for you is, in that state of mind when you're talking about your dream state and what you experience, do you do clearings upon yourself? Do you do the middle pillar ritual at all? Or do you?
I see.
I didn't know if whenever I was growing up into this. So I did whatever they told me to do if I could hear them, because sometimes life does get to you and you lose contact. And I didn't know anything about all this stuff. I didn't know the names to it. I still don't know the names to it because I still don't want to look it up. I want to feel it on my own and live it, instead of reading it. I want to take it upon myself.
Find a proper connection. I'll try to find that proper information, but this is for anybody that has any kind of psychic attachism. But doing the middle pillar ritual cleanses all that out, and it blocks all remote viewing of you. It blocks hijacking of your body. It does a lot of amazing things. So, like, if you're walking through a mall, use some acid at it.
It's probably that snowstorm.
It's brutal over here. I can't wait to get out. I got a snowmobile. I want to get a little more snow. I love winter.
It's a wonder you're even coming through, with all that going on.
Oh, absolutely.
So
I have my little antenna dish guy. I climbed a tree about 200 feet up, and I put my dish up in a tree. So I sit at about 5 elevation.
That's awesome, dude. I so wish I could do that. I'd
love to climb a tree right now.
I'm sitting in the Huron River Valley waiting for the flood to come through, and the guy's paddle boat next door I'm looking at heavily.
Well, it might be time for you to get yourself a kayak there, Mike.
Well, no, it's a paddle boat. It's perfect. Well, it's one of those pedal ones. You sit in and you crank the pedal. It's perfect for me.
Perfect. So if you get tired, you can pass the buck to somebody else.
Yeah, it's a 2-seater. Yep, for sure.
That's awesome.
Let's go a mile an hour.
Now I'm trying to figure out where are you guys from? I think NonYa, I've heard you say you're from Missouri, I think.
Yeah.
Missouri, yes. And I'm from Michigan. I'm over in the Ann Arbor area, between Ann Arbor and Detroit. So.
Okay. I have a brother of mine that's a shaman, like deep up into the business there, and he lives in a place called, oh, what is it? Lavinia or
Oh, Livonia.
Lavina?
Yeah, Livonia. That's like 20 minutes away. Livonia.
Oh, wow. Wow. Well, I'm going to talk to him one of these days here sooner than later, and I'll see if I can put you guys together. If you guys want to know anything about some like seriously deep-rooted understanding of what we live in, this guy has got it. He's what we call a death walk. He takes people from the dark and brings them to the light and helps them transit lost or disconnected. So he goes deep into the dwells of hell, if you want to call it that, and brings the ones that need it out. So super, super powerful man as far as what he does on this earth. And he works with addictions pretty much. Like people, because addictions are just demons within your mind.
Dude, I didn't even go that far with the supernatural. It's real.
Oh, yeah,
it's
absolutely.
Crazy.
Absolutely.
Crazy awesome, actually.
In fact, Neon Butterfly is asking about the middle pillar. What's that? Any comments? The middle pillar.
I don't know, man, but I always felt like I could pull somebody out of hell.
That's
sorry.
the thing. No
worries. Because I always thought that.
So really what it is, we can all do, and I don't need to speak that out loud because you all know it, you feel it. But the middle pillar ritual, what it is you're balancing your left and you're balancing your heart. And every brain of its own. And it has its own left-right brain. And so what you're doing is you're balancing left-right brain in between each chakra. And then when you get to the crown, what you're doing is you're breaking all soul contracts, all bonds, all things like that might be put upon. And you take the energy within the spine. That's why they call it the middle pillar. It's the energy within the spine. So you're creating a connection with your antenna to the divine, to source, to God. Call it what you want to call it. I really don't care. I'm not here to judge or say a name to anything because I don't know for a fact. I don't think anybody on earth can say what it is. And if you can, I don't think you are telling the truth.
Right.
So yeah, you just feel what you feel about it. Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
That's why, that's why I always say you know your God. You know your God within you. You know where your path lies within yourself. You
Absolutely.
know whether you're good or bad. You know that, you're doing what you need to do.
You have two choices. You have two choices in this earth. Do you walk in evil or do you walk in good? It's not that difficult.
It's easy.
Yeah, there's no middle ground. You're either all in or you're all out.
You're either an asshole or you're a lover.
You're right.
That's really what it is.
Anyway, so the middle pillar, no, not at all. So the middle pillar, what you're doing is you're connecting to the heart, connecting to whatever you're, and what you ask, and you command the universe. I break all contracts, past, present, future. And I that I am within the I am says this is all contracts, all negotiation. My soul is sovereign.
All right, see.
My soul is free. My soul is mine. No other energy other than a loving energy is allowed to exist within this heart and within this body. And for that, I set myself and I command this with the I. You say something to that degree. And when you do that process, you'd be amazed what happens if you have a feeling of your energies and your chakras. You'll feel what I say when I started doing it, the easiest and the most descriptive. It'd be like dropping an Alka-Seltzer in your heart. And you could feel all the demons and all the yuck just boiling out when you do that. It's gnarly. You'll feel them running for the hills. They're like, oh, it's love. We don't like that shit.
They don't like it. They really don't. I had a struggle when we first started this to clear all that because they encroach without being known. And then you start exuding love. And, oh, my goodness, the irritation that comes up. Even from people around you that you thought were, like, truly, like, well, they seemed awful pleasant.
But even with the little kids that are infected with this, whenever I showed love to a little child and they curled up in a ball, they were in pain. I felt so bad that I extended my love out and it hurt them. I'm like, wow.
Slippin says he's
that's
a butt.
awful.
He's a butt. Slippin's acknowledging he's a butt. Or maybe he's just saying he's an ox. He's an oxhole. Because if you reverse the A. Listen, hold that conversation right there. Everyone, hold tight.
Sure.
Near the end of this segment, and I'm gonna have to
certainly
refire this up.
Definitely do that.
But I need to let it sit for like.
I'm starting to feel like we're on Dr. Phil. We have segments.
Oh, that's what I was hoping for. That's what I was hoping for. Please, if you want to join, step in the calling room, and you can join. And join to the conversation.
I'm sick of talking to Tim. Tim is sick of talking to me.
Yeah, we want some new feedback.
Please help us.
We only get so much out of chat,
Help Tim in his bearded glory.
Yeah, exactly. Please share your experiences, all that.
And we gotta get you to quit chain smoking, so we gotta add to the relevance.
Oh, I need to quit chain smoking as well. I do.
I say that out of the purest love, Nonya. I do.
She's cleansing, slowly but surely. 24 hours.
We all have our moment, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I say if you're struggling, at least it's better than struggling with heroin. You know what I mean?
Oh shoot! Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is like heroin, though. I tell you that.
The cigarettes?
I smoked for 5 years.
The cigarettes are so comforting.
I said no more.
Well,
you know what I like about it? It's so. Here's the big thing, if you think about it, right? As a we all find in drinking together. It's kind of like if you go to a party and you tell the person, "Oh, it's a dry party."
Oh, yeah, no one shows up,
it's
right?
Like, why is the alcohol gonna drive the? Like, I had a non-alcoholic party, saying it's gonna be very sacred. We're actually doing some temple work. And half the people are like, "Well, can we drink before we come?" It's like, no. Then what are we gonna do? I'm like,
talk,
have love and joy, and be with each other, and understand. Remember everything we do. Have no regrets. I mean, what more do you want?
Ask where we come from. There's lots to discuss in that department. There's so many avenues. There are so many avenues. I mean, it's endless.
Anyway, I'm gonna pause this conversation I'm having, so you can do your thing, Tim.
Yeah,
you let me know when you're back.
Give me 3 minutes, and I'll let you know. That way it
Sure.
refreshes. So, all right. See you in a minute.
And I'm terrified to try to jump out of this thing. I think I should just stay.
No, just check your earphones.
Well, I don't know
that
if I'll
was
get
the
bumped,
problem.
but...
It was your earphone button. So, and make sure you hang up when you're done. Hit
Okay.
the telephone
Perfect.
off,
Well, I'm gonna go look at.
All right. I'll see you in a minute.
Island, everybody.
Yeah, check
All right,
the
Tim,
snow out.
call us in a minute.
Yeah, it'll still be. Anyway, you'll be.